when they're up, they're off, right? Headsets.
Down is off.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to high school football on Central Illinois Sports. Bob Ray, myself, Jack Hull alongside tonight. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through a buying of a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Our halftime sponsor will be Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Quincy, Illinois. Our postgame sponsor is Illini Community Hospital. And, of course, our scoreboard sponsor is Trucks LLC. For all your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service units only at this time, as their new building is being constructed in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping you, the local communities, with all your diesel needs. Call Trucks at 217-922-0044, and be sure to like Trucks on Facebook. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Brown County hosting Camp Point Central. Their record's identical, 3-0, and we'll tell you how they got to those points when we come back in just a little while. We're going to take our first break of the day. Hope you'll let your friends and neighbors know. Go to YouTube, Central Illinois Sports, and pick the game. Charlie and John are at New Berlin tonight for the Pittsfield-New Berlin Co-op as they play tonight. Pittsfield looking for their first win of the season. We take a break. More comes your way after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Prairieland FS is a full-service agricultural supplier dedicated to providing high-quality products and services for the purpose of improving customer profitability. We're known for our customer service in and out of the fields. We are neighbors serving neighbors for over 100 years and promise to provide complete seed and application service to all our customers. Our trained energy specialists, along with our crop specialists, can help you take your business to the next level. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs. And we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. A beautiful night in Mount Sterling, Illinois. Brown County and the Sting squad has outdone themselves once again. As you can see, this beautiful field, they always have it top-notch. And Bob Ray, welcome alongside. Thank you for joining me tonight. But you couldn't ask for a more beautiful night and a more beautiful football field.
It's a great spot to be on Friday night for a 7 o'clock kick, Jack. It's a great night to be here at 7 o'clock kick for the Panthers and Hornets. You know, two undefeated teams, WIVC North matchup, two different counties. A lot of people live and work and share things in both communities. So it's a great time to see these young people have a good time here on Friday night.
A lot of them go to church together. We've shared a lot of things over the years, and You know, the Humkeys and the Hulveys and the Hurdles and the Hurst and the Hulls and the Hugheses. We were back and forth many, many times. We all sit together in the ACT, and I guess we didn't cheat because none of us got a 30, I don't think, at that time.
So you about read those names off in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
How'd you do that, Jack?
Well,
that was pretty good.
Golf, we played golf together too. But when you look at a field like this and the one at Camp Point Central, the one at Triopia, they're not turf, but, man, it takes some work. But what a job these people do.
I think the grass field is really unique to part of our schools in West Central Illinois. I know in Northeast Missouri and Southern Illinois, turf has been the ruling, but these grass fields really look nice. They shine up dark and green and nice white paint, and it's just a marvel too, Jack. We've been here since about 5:30. The number of people, the number of efforts that go in behind the scenes before things kick off at 7. A lot of people have a lot of hours to make these nights fun.
You bet they do. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal. There to serve the entire region and beyond. Check out their online loan applications at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. We'll have a player of the game at the end of the game. That brought to you by Edward Jones and Derek Harris. And, of course, Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Tonight, Charlie and John at New Berlin for New Berlin Franklin Waverly taking on Pittsfield. Both those teams trying to kind of get themselves boosted. Pittsfield's played the Williamsvilles already and some others like Stanford, Olympia, and Athens. So they think they have a chance to win tonight. And this one, I think it's a toss-up. Last year, a 22-20 game. You and I were there at Camp Point Central. It was a dandy.
It was a very good game. It came down to a lot of last-second plays and crucial fourth-down plays, crucial special teams play as well. The other thing that's unique, I think, about this time of year, Jack, is we've entered 1/3 of the season, and you look at people's records. It's not only about how well they've performed, but who have they played and who have they not played. And as we get through week 4, 5, and 6, those things will start to settle out. Route and Unity play tonight. That'll be an interesting one for
actually tomorrow night. We're going to do that game
tomorrow,
at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, tomorrow evening. But, as these games continue, a little more things settle out. Teams that might have missed people early, get them back. But not only how well you've played, but who you've played has a big indicator of your performance so far.
Panthers played Minden Unity last week, gave up their first score of the season to Minden Unity. In fact, the Unity Payson Mustangs took an 8-0 lead in that game, and Raul Duke was pretty fancy, as was Brian Deeker, taking the ball down the field, and the Panthers had to do some adjusting. They win the game kind of going away, but you and I both know that first half was a dandy football game.
It was good. It was just 14-8 at halftime, and no doubt that the Mustangs have at least 2 all-conference players, maybe a couple of guys being promoted for all-state honors, but their quarterback, fullback, and then also they were equally devastating on defense. They both moved to the ball, are consistent with tacklers. They've got the right age and size to be effective. And Brian Deeker's first quarter interception certainly spoiled the Panthers' first drive and moved the Mustangs' momentum their way.
As we look at Brown County, they started off with Hardin Calhoun, was highly touted, and Brown County won that game 40-22. Hardin Calhoun put the ball on the turf quite a few times. Had a little trouble with continuity. Since then, they've really taken off. And I told Steve Sarad, who is on BC Hornets Sports tonight on YouTube, and the Brown County fans can pick it up there. But, that was a big win for them. Yeah, after that, they played North Green and Concord Triopia, who were both a little down trying to regroup. But that's a good win.
It was a very good win, and especially modified by the Calhoun Unity game that was that week 2. That was a field goal winner for that.
17-16 ball game, I believe.
Yeah, it's not very often a WIVC game is won by a field goal, but that was a tight game, which again solidified both those teams as being pretty solid. And I think they will show the next 6 weeks that they will have good performances throughout. We were talking about the WIVC South coming over here a little bit, and we think Greenfield's probably the star of that crop, and the Panthers don't play them this year, but it would be interesting if we found an open date to have a Panther-Greenfield Tiger game. That would be fun.
We've had a few of those. We played a little spring football. We played fall football, thank goodness, again. You made the comment. We saw corn being planted. We saw corn being harvested. Last week we had a beautiful moon over the field. You just can't ask for better things than this. I'm glad the rain stayed away. We can use a little rain down the road, but not during Friday night and Saturday night football. I went to Princeton a few years ago with Camp Point Central, and half-hour lightning delays 4 in a row made Princeton a long drive home. Those are some rules that are there for protection. I don't know if you know about this. I was at a Greenfield-Carrollton game a few years ago. They were shooting fireworks south of town, and the referee saw it and called it for lightning 2 different times. We had to go down and say, look, it was not lightning. So no fireworks tonight. We'll hear some motorcycles come in. It'll be great. We're going to take a break on the pregame show, hear from some of our sponsors. We'll come back and tell you more about what's going on in the area on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after these.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
In Pittsfield, you can expect to find a safe, charming, livable community that affords its residents a tremendous quality of life. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, Pittsfield boasts many historic homes and buildings that hark of a different era, each with a fascinating story to tell. Take a drive through our neighborhoods, and you'll get a glimpse of true Midwestern charm. Historic neighborhoods with well-maintained, architecturally diverse homes on quiet tree-lined streets. Safe, walkable, and convenient neighborhoods close to historic downtown Pittsfield. And new subdivisions like Panther Creek offer plenty of beautiful homes. The median price of a home in Pittsfield is $115,000. With such affordable prices and property taxes that are half the national average, it's easy to see why Pittsfield would be a good choice to locate. Pittsfield's Penstone Municipal Airport offers opportunities for small jet services. Pittsfield offers the perfect blend of big city amenities and small town charm. There's a home waiting for you here.
Catch all the action at Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. Central football games every Friday on the big screen. 7 TVs to catch every NFL game all season long. Come enjoy a nice afternoon on the patio or listen to some live music on the weekends. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Rain City Addiction on the patio on September 3rd at 7 o'clock. Bags Tournament September 11th at 2 o'clock. Our Oktoberfest celebration will be September 17th with the Robert Sampson Band at 7 o'clock. Car show same day from 12 to 3. Get to Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Back on the pregame show. Glad you've joined us tonight for the broadcast of Brown County hosting Camp Point Central. Bob Ray alongside, Jack Hull with you too. And we want to tell you about Bowler's Universe, open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. They carry the game live. They offer many menu items from burgers and fries to specialty pizzas. Try one of their many craft beers. Come out and enjoy the fun at the Bowler's Universe. And we played you a Jersey's ad, Oktoberfest this weekend. A lot of goings-on there at Jersey's, and, man, those guys are doing a great job, Bob. That's a super business in Camp Point, and they got a lot of fun things planned for the weekend.
Well, a good young couple in our community and have a lot of their friends and family helping out, and it's been a great boon to downtown Camp Point, and especially the south side of the tracks getting some life it hasn't had for a long time.
Got a Mexican restaurant opening up. I know another place opening up too. We fed the kids pizza Tuesday night, and they liked that Gianni's pizza I brought over to them.
Is that right?
They were pretty fond of that.
2-Slice Tuesday, Jack?
Yeah, it became about 6-Slice Tuesday, I think, and I think we even had enough to send some home with the coaches. But as you look at games going on in the area, let's first look at some of the WIVC. Minden Unity will host a route tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We're going to bring you that game live on Central Illinois Sports. Hope you'll join us pregame 5:30. Charlie and John will join me, and we're looking forward to that one. Beardstown, let's see. They played Concord Triopia last night and ran away with that one. They won
54-14, a surprising score, I thought. Jack, what'd you think?
Well, Beardstown has the ability to be very good. We'll see them in a couple of weeks, and we know they're very athletic. Triopia rebuilding a lot, and so they've got some things to work on, and they will. As we told you, route will be at Minden tomorrow. Also, of course, Brown County here as we kind of move some of our pages around and get some things out of the way before we get to the other half of the schedule. Carrollton in week 4 is hosting North Green tonight. They'll start at 7 o'clock. Greenfield Northwestern at home against Calhoun this evening. That's a 7:30 start. We'll try to update some of those scores for you. Hardin Calhoun, as we told you. Pleasant Hill is at hosting West Central this evening in other WIVC action.
The Greenfield Calhoun game would be the marquee game in the South this weekend. What do you think, Jack?
I'd say, and this one's got to be one of them in the North. There's a lot of them, it seems like, without any problems at all. Other games, Central Illinois, Macon Meridian at Decatur St. Teresa, Moweaqua Central A&M at Clinton, Shelbyville at Tuscola, Oka Valley Co-op at Warrensburg Latham. In the Central State 8, Chatham Glenwood at Springfield Southeast, Decatur Eisenhower at Decatur MacArthur, Jacksonville at Sacred Heart Griffin. That's always a tough one. Kenny Leonard's last year. By the way, Kenny Leonard will be our speaker in Jacksonville at Hamilton's on December the 3rd, 4 o'clock in the afternoon for our Fellowship of Christian Athletes banquet. Mark your calendar for that. And Springfield High School at Normal U and Springfield Lanphier at Rochester tonight. In the heart of Illinois, Mackinac Deer Creek at El Paso Gridley, Minooka Fieldcrest at Eureka, Tremont at Downs Tri-Valley. In the small version of the heart of Illinois, Colfax Ridgeway Lexington at Fisher, Gibson City Melvin Sibley at Leroy. In the Illini Prairie, Fairbury Prairie Central at Rantoul, Monticello at Bloomington Central Catholic, Paxton Buckley Loda at Pontiac, St. Joe Ogden at Chillicothe, Illinois Valley Central. Lincoln Prairie sees Arcola at Oakland, Argenta Orient at Nyack Sangamon Valley. That's the last place you and I worked, and it was a cold playoff game that day. Central came away with the victory on their way to the state championship. Arthur Levington Atwood Hammond at Toledo Cumberland, Villa Grove at Cerro Gordo. In the Lincoln Trail, Abington Avon at Aledo Mercer County, Knoxville at Monmouth United. That ought to be a good one. Oneida Rova at Princeville. In the Little Illini, Casey Westfield at Robinson, Lawrenceville at Mount Carmel, Marshall at Olney, Richland County. Highlands at Jersey tonight for the Jersey Panthers. In the Prairie Land, Astoria South Fulton at Lewiston tonight, Carthage Illini West at Farmington, Hamilton West Hancock at Macomb, Rushville Industry at Havana and the Sangamo, Athens at Auburn, Petersburg Porta at Plains, Pittsfield, as we told you, at New Berlin on Central Illinois Sports, Riverton at Maroa Forsyth, Stanford Olympiad at Williamsville. That ought to be a good matchup. Gillespie's at Carlinville in the South Central, Hillsborough at Vandalia, Southwestern Piasol at Greenville, Staunton at Pana, and Burden North Mac at Litchfield. Alton's at Belleville West tonight, East St. Louis at Belleville East, O'Fallon at Edwardsville. That's in the Southwestern. In the Western Big Six, East Moline at Quincy. That's United tonight. Galesburg at Geneseo, Moline at Rock Island, Sterling at Rock Island Alleman. And we told you about the West Central, some non-conference. Breeze Mater Day at Alton Marquette, Bushnell Prairie City at Champaign St. Thomas More on Saturday, Georgetown at Seneca. And the Haiti, Missouri at Quincy Notre Dame game's been canceled. I don't know if they found anybody to play or not, but they were looking for a competitor to play on Saturday, and not sure whether Bill Cannell had anything here. If you know, send us a text at 217-473-5151. We'd like to know more about that too. Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. And also, don't forget Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to serve you with lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service, dedicated loan officers helping you with the buying of a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC. We take another break. We'll take the break on the pregame show, and we will tell you more when we come back after these.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
For the past 4 years, I've had the honor of serving our community as the Pike County Clerk and Recorder. Within those years, I have completed the first ever internal payroll audit in Pike County history, increased revenue with the recording department with implementation of record availability, and administered and or written over $3.75 million in grant monies. I would appreciate your support to continue this progress, and please vote Roseberry on November 8th.
Paid for by the Pike County Republican Central Committee.
Press Yours on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Back on the pregame show. Glad you've joined us tonight for the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, if you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Berry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal. We serve the entire region and beyond. Check out the online loan applications at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. We'll go over the starting lineups in just a little while, but as you look at a game like this, Bob, something's got to give, and what usually causes it to give is who can find a weak spot, penalties, injuries, things like that. What's your thoughts about tonight's game?
Well, I think it's not only that, but it could be some miscues, but it's probably more about the rhythm. I mean, can these offensive teams who rely a lot on ball control possession find a rhythm that makes the fullback work, digs into a wingback making a 15-yard gain here or there. But I think the team who has less second and long will be the winner tonight.
When you look at a game like this, Camp Point Central very deep at running back. You'll find out when you're keeping stats, you probably don't have enough sheets, and they can run people in and out. Haven't seen a lot of cramping in the last couple of weeks, but it seems like they've been able to wear down their opponents. I noticed Brown County not extremely deep past the starters, but their starters are extremely quick and very talented.
Well, I think the Panthers have great respect for the athleticism on the Hornets side, especially their backfield, both offensive, defensively. It comes with experience, and not only on the football field, but other sports too. When I pulled into town, Jack, tonight, I noticed they have the baseball 1A runner-up sign up on the Highway 24. So clearly, these kids who were part of last school season have enjoyed some success, looking to build more of it tonight.
We would love for you to send us a text, 217-473-5151. Tell us what the picture looks like, how's the sound, all those type of things. We hope we got all of our technical stuff from the couple of weeks ago out of the way. Don't keep sending us the same text with the same problems, because we'll know that and we'll try to fix them. Like to know where you're listening and viewing from, 217-473-5151. A familiar refereeing crew, Doug Elledge alongside Freddie Steinway, We'll get the list of all the guys who are involved in this one, but a local group from around the Quincy and Pittsfield area. And officials have been hard to find, Bob.
They have it, but this crew, I remember in 2018 in the fall, they refereed the 3A state finals, and I imagine they've been back since, but this is a highly regarded crew and has been for a long time.
We are going to take another break. When we come back, we will go over the starting lineups for you of these two teams. I hope you'll stay tuned. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Without them, we couldn't be here. And so we'll take a break and hear from Williams Auto Sales, Gage Weir, running for public office, Refreshment Services Pepsi, and Best Systems back after these.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
Hi, this is Clint Weir. As a law enforcement officer, you trust me every day to fight for justice and seek the truth. You trust me to serve your family and your friends with compassion and understanding. And most importantly, you trust me to lead Pike County with grace and dignity. Now I'm asking you to trust me once again. My little brother, Gage, is running for Pike County Treasurer. As Treasurer, Gage will continue to fight for transparency and fairness to ensure that Pike County continues to be the best place to live and raise a family. You put your trust in me to serve my community. Now I'm asking you to trust my little brother, Gage Weir, to continue a legacy of quality and excellence. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we take a look at starting lineups for tonight's game. Without the starters, we could not have a game, I guess, and they're brought to you by Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 217-285-4404, and Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine is your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. By the way, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll come back to Mount Sterling, pregame about 10:30. The Pleasant Plains Junior High girls softball team will take on the Pikeland Lady Braves in sectional action, with the winner going to Normal next week. If that's the Braves, we will follow them on to Normal next week. Also, we'll have a 1 o'clock game in the afternoon next week with Camp Point Central at Route. Hoping Bob will join me for that one. Charlie may be at the state softball tournament, so we'll have to see how that goes. And hopefully Mason will go along too. And Mason Ingalls running the camera for us, as he has. 8th grader at the middle school. His mom is a principal at the school system. And I just finally realized that you've got a son that's a principal now, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do. Tracy assumed that job in January 1st for the 5 through 8 grades, and he's enjoying being a principal. A little different education role for him the last few months.
He's Mr. Flessner from my years gone
Oh,
by.
my goodness. Let's not talk about that. But it's interesting, Jack. We just saw Alex Ebbing here before the game. He's in the principal role. Tracy just told me that Brock Boehner, our coach from Macomb, is now a principal. So these young guys are leading the education systems. Very proud of all of them.
Tom Little doesn't give me sizes and heights, not that it would make any difference, and I don't try to guess them at this point. I will later. But they will start at quarterback, Angel Duarte, and he is a junior. At fullback is Colby Wart. Seems like he's been there forever. He's a senior. He'll also be the punter and a linebacker. Angel Duarte will be a defensive back on the defensive side. At a running back is Tice Fullerton, a sophomore. He'll also play linebacker and kick extra points. He's also a return man. Excuse me. Dallas Clark is the right end and a long snapper, and Dallas wears the number 7. He's a junior. Jack Anderson is the left end, also a defensive lineman. He's a junior. Along with that, the defensive lineman is Drew Market, a sophomore. Cole Beheimer wears the number 23. He's a running back, lightning fast defensive back, kick returner. Also, I think does some punting, and he's a return man. Also, we look up and find Gavin Montgomery, who's a defensive left tackle, and the left tackle on the offensive side. He's a senior. Tanner Seitz is a sophomore, a left guard. And Ethan Oliver is a senior. He'll play defensive line. Dylan Hendricks is a junior at the right tackle. The right guard is a senior in Caden Sorrells, I should say. I know that here. Dalton Reishi is a junior defensive lineman. He also plays center. And the kicker is Ethan Zimmerman. He's a junior, wears the number 73. We'll try to get to know those guys a little better as the night goes along. For the Camp Point Central Panthers, Brad Dixon, their head coach. Lots of good assistants for them, too, in Casey Ray, Casey Monroe, Andrew Griffin, Dustin Griffin, Zach Houston, Tracy Ray, John Hibbert, and Ian Foss. And they'll start some of the following. At a left wing is Gavin Graves. He also plays left cornerback, and he is a 5'10", 155-pound senior. Isaac Genenbacher should be All-State again, I do believe, and also a strong side inside linebacker. He plays the right wing, 6'3", 200 pounds, and a senior. A free safety is Austin Smith. He'll also fill in at left end part of the time. He's a 6', 160-pound junior. Gavin Blewett is a backup quarterback, plays free safety. He is a 6'2", 180-pound junior, and honestly, Gavin Blewett would start for most any other team around the area because Nick Moore, a fellow junior, starts at quarterback and right cornerback, 6'1", 175, and a junior. Hadn't passed a lot this season, but don't be surprised if he does. He also does some punting for this squad. Mason Miller is a backup right end, strong side outside linebacker. He is a 6'1", 165-pound junior. Also at backup right wing is Hunter Louderback, weak side inside linebacker, 6', 175, and a senior. Elijah Genenbacher now wears the number 51. He'll play some guard tonight, middle linebacker for the defense, 6'1", 180 pounds, and a junior. Connor Griffin's a fullback. He also plays strong side inside linebacker part of the time, 5'9", 175, and a junior. Weak side outside linebacker is Darren Rigg. He'll wear the number 57, 6', 165, and a junior. Caden Ekamp, that special freshman, is all over the place. He may not get in the starting lineup, but he'll be there. 6', 190 pounds, and a freshman. His name gets called a lot. Asher Carroll plays a backup right guard, weak side inside linebacker, 6', 175, and a junior. Starting at left guard is Reese Wilkie, also the weak side defensive tackle, 6', 185, and a junior. Wes Crooks is a right guard, weak side defensive tackle, 5'9", 180 pounds, and a junior. Owen Roth is the center and the nose guard, 6', 255, and a senior. Robert Gooding is a right tackle, strong side defensive tackle, 6'3", 205, and a junior. Cole Proct will be in the lineup tonight part of the time, 6'3", 320, and a senior. He's been out the last 2.5 games. Carter Eiler is the guard on the end on the left end. Also a weak side outside linebacker, 6'5", 190, and a senior. Josh Alford is the match back as he is a right end, 6'5", 195, and a senior. Plays strong side outside linebacker. Those are some of the starters for both teams. We give you more than just the 11 on each side because, you know what, they deserve all the accolades they can get. And we're not far away from the national anthem, so we're going to talk up until the time the band makes it out, I do believe. They're having the flip at the center there, Bob. You can kind of talk us through that.
Well, we have the head referee tonight, which I think is Greg Hinkamper from the Quincy. He just flipped a coin. I think the Panthers, as a guest, get to choose heads or tails. We're waiting to see what the call is. It's good to see Cole Prock there to take the call for the Panthers. He's missed most of the season so far, but looks like he's in uniform, ready to go tonight, Jack.
Good to see Cole out there. I told him the other day, you're a senior. You've missed a lot already. I don't want you to cut your arm off, but play when you can because it'll go away and you won't ever see it again. Brown County with not a lot of guys on the sidelines tonight compared to Central, but Tom Little does such a good job with them.
You know, the other thing I would say about this officiating crew, you know, it's not very often a high school game with the lead referee being one who's also done some major college NCAA bowl games. So it's great to have this crew here. They know what they're doing. They love what they're doing. The Panthers won the toss, elected to defer. Brown County will receive the ball at the north end zone, heading to the south.
We're going to take a break on the national anthem. Hope you'll stay tuned. More comes your way after these.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the pregame show, Great Rivers Bank pregame show. So Brown County's going to get the ball first, and we're going to have you tell Mason he's going to have to adjust for those two ladies that are standing up so we can get a good view of the field if you can, Bob. Thank you for that. We don't have quite the same camera. We're doing a wireless camera tonight, and he's a little ways away from us, so we can't talk to Mason directly. We'll have Bob go out there and try to work him around some of the people standing up in front of the cameras and do our best to get you a good view of that. And we'll bring the contest to you tonight. Kickoff brought to you by Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548. Pittsfield and Jacksonville, the Moose Lodge 420. Check out Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. Food is hot, the drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge 420. And LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all your needs. See the Dunham Boys and their professional staff. And Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Well, we're going to do our best to bring you a good contest tonight. Great Rivers Bank has been our pregame sponsor. And Mason Ingles going to do a good job of helping us out this evening. Got coaches in front of us, scorekeepers in front of us. We got a pretty good view, though. Got a little bit of could use a window on each end. Steve tells me they got windows coming in the very near future. If you have a press box, make sure you put windows in the ends of it. It really makes a big difference.
Well, only if you expect to have a lot of close plays in the red zone, Jack. You always score from the 50, it doesn't matter.
Yep, that's for sure. And hopefully those beautiful blonde-headed ladies will sit down during the game. But we're going to try to get a little bit better view of the game throughout the night.
I think Mason's intrigued by those lovely blonde-haired women.
Mason can move his camera if he wants to. It's okay. He doesn't have to stay in one spot, but we're going to have to try to get a little bit better view, and he can zoom in on people. I know he's trying to lift it up. Even if he comes up a little ways, that'll be fine. We'll let him do what he needs to do there. People yelling for their team. Nothing wrong with that as they introduce the Brown County Hornets on their home game tonight. And we're going to do our best to bring you action from the football game. Still about 6 minutes away. I think what we'll do is take a break. We'll play some of our sponsors for you. When we come back, we'll tell you the kickoffs coming your way. Brown County will get it. Both teams 3-0. And we're back after these.
Dear Wester Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build. Shelley Brennicky is a candidate for Pike County Clerk. Shelley is a lifelong resident of Pike County. A 1989 graduate of Pittsfield High School, Shelley earned her Bachelor's of Arts in English from Culver Stockton College and her Master's from Grand Canyon University. Her husband, Dan Brennicky, also a lifelong resident of Pike County, served as a Pike County Sheriff's Deputy for 17 years before being appointed as the current Pike County Jail Administrator. Together they raised their son, Dusty, who is now the bailiff at the Pike County Courthouse. Shelley has been a high school English teacher at Winchester High School since 1998. Stemming from farming folk, she understands hard work and perseverance. Shelley's desire to serve the community in the Pike County Clerk's position is fueled by her service-minded attitude, diligence, conscientiousness, and dedication. She believes Pike County deserves the best in their elected officials, and that best can only come from a servant heart. She would appreciate your vote on Election Day, November 8th. Follow her on Facebook at Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk. Paid for by Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk.
Thank all of our sponsors for being with us tonight. Without you, we could not have the game. We'll do our best to bring you a good picture. It's a beautiful night for football. Brown County is going to get the opening kickoff, and we would expect to see the likes of Colby Wart along with Cole Beheimer, Tice Fullerton, and others with an opportunity to return the ball, going back deep. Looks like Tice Fullerton, also Beheimer. Short of them is Layden Volk along with Colby Wart. And usually Eiler kicking off. We saw Crooks kick off part of the time last week, though, so we'll have to see who it will be tonight, Bob.
We've had a variety of people at the tee we've called in the first part of it. Looks like here is number 80, Elise Carter's bringing the tee to the 40-yard line. Panthers at the south end of the end zone. Black pants, white jerseys, green-clad Hornets in their jerseys, and white pants for them, too. It's nice to see green and black. White and gold, everything out here. We're ready to go, Jack. Almost ready for the kick.
Much easier than the light blue and white uniforms with the light or white with purple numbers that I saw a few years ago with Winchester and Triope on a mud bowl. It was hard to see. Of course, I'm being red-green colorblind. It is tough when they have those red bulbs in the afternoon. 12 minutes on the clock. Beautiful scoreboard. A lot of great people up here making the game happen for you. Thank you to our friend Steve Surratt and BC Hornet Sports. And, of course, Mr. Dieterle, his alma mater and the team he roots for now, we like to tell him.
We had a few stray balls from the pregame warm-up in the Hornet end zone, so we went back to get those, and Greg Hincamper on the spot to make sure those weren't in the way. So now we've got the tee set. We're ready to go, Jack.
Mason Ingalls will do his best to give us a good sight tonight, and we will watch things. And we told you Fullerton and Beheimer back deep. Panthers usually fake the kick. Sometimes they onside kick. 5 guys up front with their hands up ready to go. The Panthers break out, and they want to be on defense. They do not kick it. Now they'll back up. And, you always want to make sure you don't accidentally kick that ball and give the other team good field position. Brown County, if everything goes right, should have the ball first. From the 40, here comes Eiler to kick it off. Good long kick, but going towards the sidelines It is not going to make it out of bounds. It looks like
it
did
went
make it out of bounds.
1 yard line.
Wow.
It went out of bounds.
So they'll bring it back to the 35 unless Brown County wants them to kick again, and I think Brown County will take it 1st and 10 from the 35. No time off the clock. He just about got it to the end zone, but it didn't quite make it there. But a good kick by Eiler, but it went out, and that'll be a penalty. And hard to show that penalty, actually, but our first flag of the night puts the ball at the 35-yard line. That's where Brown County will have it. Fighting a few little poles in this nice press box. And if they just had, like, clear poles when they put things up, it'd be good, too. Ball on the 35. Brown County with Duarte, the quarterback, wearing the number 1. Angel Duarte, a junior. He'll have the likes of Ward at fullback, Tice Fullerton, and Beheimer. Here comes the center to the line of scrimmage. That's Gavin Montgomery. And the first play from scrimmage with a man under center. Double wing formation for Brown County in the early going. Start a man in motion. They'll give the ball to the fullback. That's Ward across the middle. Good tackle after a gain of 2 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. Ward was hard to handle last year for the Camp Point Central Panthers.
We had Elijah Ginnenbacher and Reese Wilkie, the first Panther tacklers, to get things started for the defense.
So now the ball will be sitting right at the 37-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Both teams can pass the ball, and Brown County more likely to pass. Duarte under center with the double wing formation. That's Fullerton on the left side, Beheimer on the right. Man in motion, they'll give the ball this time to Fullerton. He'll turn the corner, and he'll get the ball across the 45 to the 46-yard line, and it will be a first down.
Gavin Graves on the stop for the Panthers at the 46-yard line, Jack. So we give him 9 on that one?
9 on the play. Nice job by Fullerton, the sophomore. He's showing that he can play the varsity in every capacity for you.
Gerdard run around the end. He had a couple blocks. He had one lineman there really blocking the end of the Panthers and gave him that extra juice to get another 5 yards.
Now we come back to the line of scrimmage. Do the Brown County Hornets 1st and 10 at the 11-minute mark. Duarte, the quarterback, barks them out. Give the ball to the fullback across the middle. That's Wart. Wart falls forward. He'll get the ball to the 48-yard line, gain 2 on the play, and a 2nd down and 8. And right now the Brown County small line handling the Panthers in the early going. In the middle for the Panthers is Owen Roth. He plays nose guard too. I don't think we've seen Proct out there yet, have we?
Cole hasn't been on the field yet, but that was Owen on the first tackle for the interior lineman tonight. And 2nd down, Hornets.
2nd down, 8 yards to go from the 48-yard line, knocking on midfield with that red, white, and blue stripe. The center is Gavin Montgomery. The quarterback is Duarte. Double wing formation. They look like twins running their offense right now. Double tight end set, man in motion. They'll give the ball on a counter play, and he goes across to the 50-yard line. That should be Beheimer. He'll get the ball.
1 yard carry.
Yep, he'll get the ball to the 50. In fact, give him 2 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Kind of a toss-up on 4-down territory when the ball's on the 50-yard line. 9:55 left first quarter. Brown County started out on the 35 after the kickoff went out, and they've had the ball ever since.
It's right in the middle of the red, white, and blue stripe, as you called it, Jack. Right in the spot. Beautiful sight.
Trucks LLC is our scoreboard sponsor. We'll tell you more about them. No score in the ball game. Double wing formation. 3rd down and 6. Man in motion. They give the ball to Fullerton. He breaks outside, kind of tripped up, makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he'll get, and it'll be a 4th and 6. And I would expect Brown County to think about punting in that situation. Good job tripping him up on the defensive side.
Hunter Lauterbach from the linebacker spot cut through the line and guessed right on that and just had enough to slow down the play.
He just lost his footing, tried to regain. If he would have, he'd have gained 3 or 4 yards, I do believe, did Fullerton. He runs hard, and these backs are impressive. And back to punt now is Colby Wart, the fullback. A little different than having a quarterback, but you just never know. Panthers really don't have anybody back because they're not trusting that it's actually going to be a punt, and they'll let the ball roll dead. Wart's got it. He'll get the kick away, a little kick that tries to make it short, and he gets not the good bounce. 20-yard line, that's where the Panthers are going to have it. 1st and 10, their first series of the night at the 8:42 mark of the first quarter of play. Trex LLC for all your diesel repair needs. Call Trex, 217-922-0044. That's 922-0044 for Trex LLC. Here come the Panthers. They'll have at quarterback, of course, Nick Moore. The wingbacks are Ginnenbacher and Graves. And usually Connor Griffin starts things out, but Riley had a big game last week. When the yellow shoes come at the fullback, he really stretched it out. Roth is the center. Moore at under center. We don't see any pistols so far tonight. Double wing formation. 5 men on front for Brown County. Man in motion. They'll save it to the fullback across the middle. Nice job by Griffin. He'll gain 4 on the play and bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line as Connor Griffin gets the first carry at the 8:30 mark.
I think the first tackle we had for the Hornets, Jack Anderson from the linebacker spot, in to clean that one up, Jack.
Not much time in the huddle for the Panthers. They've been doing this a lot, and they try to run a lot of plays. No score in the first quarter. 2nd down and about 6 to go. Man in motion is Graves, and he's got the ball. Crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line. Give him a gain of 2. It brings up a 3rd and 4 as Graves, nice tackle by Brown County on the far side. 3rd down, 4 yards to go, 7:57 left in the first quarter. I didn't even hear the motorcycles. I know they were here. Ball just short of the 27-yard line, actually, is it not?
It is, Jack. Just almost touching the white hash mark. They're on the far hash mark on the central sideline, getting ready for 3rd down 4.
That's a bright yard marker across the way. The sun must be hitting it just right. Moore barks it out. He'll give the ball to Gettenbacher, trying to get outside. Breaks inside. Good job by Brown County covering. He'll get the ball out to the 28.5-yard line. Give him a gain of 2 on the play, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Call it almost 3 for the Panthers, and Moore will be back to punt on that situation. Nice job defensively for Brown County.
Same as the first series here, the Brown County Hornet linebacker Colby Ward snuck in there and tripped up that play.
Graves doing all he could do, but what a job by Brown County. Moore back to punt. 7:04. We'll be under 7 minutes on the punt. He'll wait for the clock on that one. Moore waits and needs a good hike from center. He'll punt from about the 15. Good hike. He'll get the punt away. It's a good punt. Brown County looking to return it. Bounces at the 35, 30. Boy, they get a good central bounce all the way down to the 23-yard line. So that goes actually, 22 yards one way and 27 the other, 49 yards on the punt. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Brown County Hornets at the 6:43 mark. Nice punt by Moore that time.
And it got a good bounce. The ball landed about the 30, but the first bounce took it about 8 yards deeper into Hornet territory. We'll be ready to start this 1st down, 2nd series for Brown County.
Brown County picked up a 1st down. The Panthers did not. And in the early going, Brown County probably with a little advantage, but Moore gave his team back an advantage when he gave them that good punt. Ball back on the 23, so a little deeper field position for Brown County.
We'll see how they come out here in the first set. They've got the same personnel, but they're probably more of the same, Jack.
Yep, double wing formation both ways. We ought to know it before the night's over. They give the ball on a counter play across the left side. Panthers doing a nice job on defense. The Student Union picked it up that time.
Owen Roth first in for the Panthers with some assists.
Was that Beheimer in on the carry?
Colby Ward on the carry.
Ward in on the carry.
Right at the line of scrimmage. So Owen Roth and assisted by 82 Josh Alford.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball still on the 23-yard line. 6:19 left first quarter. No score on the Trex LLC scoreboard. Bob Ray, Jack Hull bringing the action on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you've joined us tonight for all the action. Here comes Duarte in company with Montgomery, the center.
I noticed the Panthers pull their safety a little deeper out of the box this time.
Beheimer will get the ball. Little stutter step, trying to get outside, and he breaks it. Ball come loose.
Ball is loose during the play, and they say recovered by the Panthers.
Fumble on the play by Beheimer. Panthers are going to get the ball on the 30-yard line on the first turnover of the ball game, and we talked about that being a difference maker. It comes at the 5:51 mark of the first quarter of play, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line of the Hornets. 1st and 10 as they head to the north. I think Hunter Lauterbach was in on either making the fumble or recovering. We couldn't see the math, but you can see the sideline erupt when the ball came out, Jack.
Beheimer had the stutter step there, but that kind of made him stand up a little bit, and a good tackle. Somebody got a helmet on the ball. Not much he could do about that. Double wing formation. Griffin still at the fullback position. Man in motion. Griffin gets the ball left side. Still on his feet. Bust inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line. Gains 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. And when you can get 4 yards from the fullback, that is oh so important.
I know last year you mentioned the Unity game started off in the Mustangs' favor, but what really turned it is when Ross Riley and Connor Griffin started getting 4, 5, and 6 yards from that first down carry. And I think those two fullbacks, Jack, didn't they carry about 40 times between them last week?
They did, and they had over 100 yards. Ball just short of the 25-yard line. Second down, we'll call it 6. 5:15 left first quarter. Man in motion is Graves. They give the ball to the fullback across the middle again. He dives forward for the first down. Inside the 20, down to the 18. That's Connor Griffin, and he'll gain 8 on the play, and that'll be the first down of the ball game for the second first down of the ball game for the Panthers.
First one for the Panthers, Jack.
My mistake. 18-yard line, 5:07. Clock stops to move the chains. First quarter action. Good fan participation on both sides. Glad you've joined us for the contest tonight. Glad you are watching the broadcast from home or watching it from here. Riley in at fullback this time. Quarterback Moore, man in motion. They give the ball to the man in motion. Left side trying to get to the corner is Ginenbacher. He'll get out of bounds on about the 11-yard line, I do believe. Let's see where they spot the ball.
You're right, Jack. Right outside the 10 at the 11. Isaac Ginenbacher to carry. Colby Ward on the tackle. Assist by the Hornets, Tice Fullerton.
Give them 7 on the play. Second down, 3 yards to go. And they can get a first down as they get the ball down to around the 8-yard line. 4:41 and counting. First quarter, no score in the ball game. Panthers, after the fumble by the Brown County Hornets, trying to find a way to get a score. Thank you to Mason Ingalls, doing a good job on the camera. They stop the clock as he goes out of bounds. Riley still at fullback. He ran tough last week. Moore barks it out. Man in motion. They give the ball to Riley across the middle. He'll dive forward down to the 10-yard line, gain 1 on the play, and bring up a 3rd down and 2. Riley's so tall, he can lean forward and get those. Reminds me a little bit of Wyatt Green from Carthage when the years gone by. That was a state champion All-Stater.
Colby Ward and Jack Anderson on the tackle for the Hornets. Second down 9 for the Panthers, Jack.
4:20 and counting. First quarter action. No score in the ball game. Riley still in there. Ginenbacher on the right side. No, he is not. That's Lauterbach. Man in motion is Gavin Graves. They'll give the ball to the fullback across the middle. Good tackling by Brown County. No gain, no loss on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down and 2. Surprise Ginenbacher out on that one. Let's see if he comes back in or was he in a different position. 3 minutes, 45 seconds and counting. Big play right here. Brown County wants to stop. Panthers want the first down. 4th and 2. Here comes Ginenbacher back in along with Griffin. They need 2, but Brown County showing how tough they can be across the middle. Both teams' defense is playing the way we expected them tonight, Bob.
Yeah, 4th and 2, maybe a long one here from the Panthers just outside the 10-yard line.
Count, probably a hard count right off the bat. Double setbacks in the backfield with a wing on the right. Man in motion. They pitch it outside, and he will not get the first down. What a job by Brown County. In on the play that time was Maverick Henry. And who? Tyson Fullerton?
Tice Fullerton.
Loss of 2 on the play. I think they're going to get the ball in the 12. So what a stop by Brown County. Comes at the 3:15 mark, and both teams came to play tonight, boys and girls. You got to love it. Got to love it. What a good job. Hey, we want to tell you about Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express here to serve patients. And go to IlliniHospital.org for more information.
I think the big play was on 3rd down, Jack, when they gave up 0 on that fullback carry, and that made it be 4th and 2. Hornets 1st and 10.
Yep, Duarte gets the ball across the middle. Is that Wart falling forward? It was not Wart. Leading on the play that time. Running the ball was Maverick Henry, I do believe. Oh, no, that was Fullerton. Fullerton gets the ball all the way out to the 21-yard line. They're going to say 7 on the play, so the spot was better than I thought. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. I'll see if I can get my light back pretty soon. It's not a problem. The batteries are probably everywhere.
Well, the turnover didn't cause a problem for the Hornets. Just took a little time off the clock and put a little deeper in their own field of possession. But they're back with the offense here, 2nd down and short.
3 linemen, 2 defensive ends for the Panthers. Duarte will hand the ball off on a counter play. Across the middle, Panthers read it like they read a book that time.
Just Fullerton on the carry. Reese Wilkie and Isaac Ginenbacher there to wrap that one up.
They'll get it out to the 22-yard line, give him 1 on the play, and a 3rd down and 2. Big play again right here, and we've had 4 or 5 big plays already in this game.
Panther defense looking to hold stout here after they failed to move the ball deeper into the Hornet offense after the turnover. This could be a big momentum builder here for either team, Jack, this next 2 plays.
Under 2 minutes left first quarter, no score in the ball game. Panthers have had some close first quarters. We do see a big man playing in the nose guard now in Proct. Duarte has a little trouble as a snap, has to fall on it. He'll get it back, but he will not gain anything. That'll be a big loss of 1 on the play, back down to the 21.5-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down and a long 2, maybe 3, and I would expect Brown County to punt here deep in their own territory. Just had trouble with the exchange that time at the 125 mark, clock counting down.
All that it was, maybe a little too anxious to try to make a play that they had in mind, and the ball just never made the quarterback's hands.
Colby Wart back to punt. He's not back deep, and we got a penalty flag as the man comes off late, and that will be a delay of game. Illegal participation, 5-yard penalty, so they'll definitely punt now as they'll be 4th and 8 from their own 16-yard line. Brown County, I do believe, first penalty of the night. Stops the clock at the 1:14 mark, and it'll put them a little farther back, so Wart's got to have a good hike from center here. He made a nice punt the last time. Panthers were not back deep. This time they are, and we see
Graves and Pabin are about at midfield.
Yep, now they're going to move things around a little bit, and Pabin comes up on the play. Lined up with a wide receiver, but I almost guess they're going to punt. They will. Wart will punt it. Boy, it's a high punt this time. The Panthers will get away from it. This time it kind of a better Brown County punt, or a bounce, I should say. 48-yard line to the Panthers. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10 with 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Camp Point Central with another possession, and they got to get the offense moving a little bit. Don't be surprised if Moore comes out flinging the ball a little bit. And Ginenbacher, along with Eiler and Alford, there's 3 guys he can get it to, 6'5", 6'5", 6'3".
Yeah, there's a nice receiving core for Nick to pick from. Last week, a couple of completions to Isaac started to open up the box in that Panther running offense.
But both teams are good at intercepting the ball, and Brown County would like to have Beheimer pick one off for a pick 6 here if they could.
Well, they have a pretty athletic deep 5 defenders here. Cole Beheimer, one of the best in the area, I'm sure, and Colby Wirtz back there along with Fullerton.
22nd play from the offense. Double wing with a wide out on the left. Man in motion. Moore back to pass. Rolls right side. Going to keep it himself. Big yardage. 40, 35. Down to the 30-yard line is Nick Moore. So he will gain 22 yards in the play, and that'll be a 1st down for the Panthers if there's no penalties. A little quarterback naked bootleg to the right. Brown County was selling out to the left, and the offensive guys from up here saw that, called the play, and it worked to perfection.
Another 1st down for the Panthers as they finish up the second big drive here in Brown County possession, Brown County territory, I should say, within the last minute, but a nice option run by Nick Moore to the weak side.
Might be the last play of the quarter. Moore under center. Double setbacks in the backfield. Then he's back to pass is Moore across the middle. Got a man open. Pexes the ball, and I thought Ginenbacher might have pushed off. No call on the play. He's down to the 10-yard line. That'd be a 20-yard gain with 21 seconds left, and it'd be a 1st and 10 from the 10, maybe a 1st and goal. They're going to set the ball inside the 10, so 1st and goal from the 9. 21 yards on the pass play, 21 seconds left in the quarter, and the Panthers will break the huddle, and they should start the clock on the set because it wasn't out of bounds, right? Why didn't they start the clock, I wonder? He wasn't out of bounds. Now the clock starts. Under center is Moore. Full house backfield. They give the ball to the fullback. He's stacked up with no gain on the play for Griffin, and that will probably be our last play of the first quarter. It'll be a 2nd and goal, no score in the ball game, and we have played 1 quarter. Stay tuned for 2nd quarter play-by-play when we come back after these.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today.
We have no scoreboard on our report tonight. We had a little default on it. We'll get it back next week in the route game, but we'll tell you the score, 0-0 after one quarter on the Trucks scoreboard. Panthers will have the ball, second down and goal. And the ball is going to be just inside the 10-yard line. Bob, you may have to step out to be able to see anything on this one.
Well, we were headed at the 9 and pulled it back on that first play. Yep. So, yeah, we're almost 2nd and 10 here.
Yeah, goal to goal, 2nd and 10. No first down available here. Glad you've joined us tonight. Muddy River Sports, one of the people who will be covering the game, along with KHQA, Channel 7, and Chris Dewar, WGEM. Glad they're all alongside. BC Hornet Sports to our left. Thank you to them for their hospitality. Panthers 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Bob's going to sneak out to the corner. We'll show it to you, too, on the camera. Panthers will have the ball on the 10. We'll try to follow it here on the camera with Mason for you. Full house backfield again. Wing on the left-hand side, Moore under center. Brown County selling out a little bit on the defensive side. Moore will give the ball the second man through. That's Ginenbacher, stutter step. Inside the 10, down close to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and goal. We'll see where they set the ball.
Doug Elledge is about the 8-yard line, Jack, here I see on the near side. Fred's marking it at the 7, so.
7-yard line. Well, you want to grab that light for me if it's not in 14 pieces. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's a good working order, Jack.
Nick didn't hurt himself on that. I thought he was going down for a minute. A little CPR for Nick Hendricker, doing a lot of things out here. 3rd and goal from the 7. Just underway, second quarter action. No score in the ball game on the Truck scoreboard. See what the Panthers have. Double wing formation for them. Moore under center. Man in motion is Ginenbacher. On the end, pass back to Ginenbacher on a little screen. He's got a blocker in front of him. Heading to the end zone. Ginenbacher will go in from 7 yards out on the pass play. It comes at the 11:08 mark of the first quarter, and the Panthers have a 6-0 lead on the 7-yard pass play from Moore to Ginenbacher. Lead blocker that time, was that Roth or was that Proct?
It looked like Cole Proct was out there, but I know Owen Roth is blocking on the interior, but he had a nice lead. Nice throwback to the left side on the Panther sideline, and Isaac took it in for 7 yards. Nice touch by Nick Moore.
Impressive play that time. Brown County doing all they could, but Central and your son Casey, Ray, had to kind of a little bit of a trickster play. Now that 2-point conversion, ever so important. An I formation this time for the Panthers with Griffin in front of Ginenbacher. Ginenbacher gets it left side into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field, we'll take it 2. Panthers with a 8-0 lead. 11:08 left in the quarter. We're back with more after these.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Panthers, 7 plays, 2 minutes, 23 seconds, 52 yards, capped off by a 7-yard pass play from Nick Moore to Isaac Ginenbacher. Ginenbacher carries it in from 3 yards out for the 2-point conversion, and the Panthers with an 8-0 lead at the 11:08 mark of the second quarter after a scoreless first quarter.
I think, Jack, the Panthers were playing in Hornet territory for quite a bit of the first quarter. it's important for them to get some points on the board and not waste all that effort.
Now Brown County wants to answer. Eiler will kick it off from his own 40 from the north end this time. Beheimer and Fullerton back deep. Kick is another good one. It's a ball kicked away from him. Will it stay in play? It will not. It'll go out of play, and the ball can go to the 35, or Brown County can make them kick it over, and I think they'll take it 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Hornets at the 11:08 mark. They're kicking away from those two receivers. They've seen something in the films that tells you Brown County can bring it back.
You can tell there's concerted effort to get the ball away from Cole. We know he's a dynamite athlete and a dynamite runner. I'd like to see him just to get the ball to run and see how good he really is. We know he's good.
What can't Beheimer do? Wart's strong as a bull. Wart controlled the game last year, and the line from Brown County controlled the Panthers for quite a bit of it. It was a 22-20 game. Here comes Brown County. Gavin Montgomery, the center. Duarte is the quarterback. They'll try a little different set this time in an offset I formation, actually twin backs with a wing on the left. Duarte takes a hike, pitches outside. Panthers trying to cover it. Good cut back up and across the middle, and a good run by Fullerton that time. Fullerton's going to get the ball all the way out to about the 39, call it the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on the play, a second down, 5 yards to go.
Elijah Ginnenbacher in from his middle linebacker spot. He's the guy who calls the Panther defense, and he likes his motor to make things happen in the backfield and on the edge.
Fullerton really showed some good speed that time, did he not?
He makes a pretty good turn to the edge here, and he's big enough to do some damage when he runs into the first defender.
He's not going to slow down. They're going to give you all they got. Offset I with a wing. Now they'll reset with a wing on the right side, offset formation. They'll pitch the ball the other way, this time to Beheimer, trying to turn the corner. He's going to be caught from behind.
Look at that tackle.
And what a good gain on the play. Or not much of a gain, if any. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. Who made that tackle?
Well, we're trying to get that number, Jack. It looks like. You turn our way, we'll find out. 52 on the Panther tackler. Caden Niekamp, Jack. That's the freshman name you called in the pregame. Yep. He chased down Cole Beheimer. That's a good tackle.
Ball is on the 38-yard line, going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. You catch Beheimer from behind. Nice job by Eiler making him turn the corner, but I tell you, Niekamp just did a great job running him down. Now back to the double wing formation, 9:35 and a quarter. Man in motion, that was Fullerton. He gets ahead of steam, still on his feet, fighting for more. Gets it across the 40, down to about the 42, 43-yard line. I think they're going to spot it at the 43. That'd be a gain of 5. Make it the 42, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He gains a 4 on the play, 4th down and 3, and I would think Brown County going to have to punt again here. So they got a couple first downs, but they've had to punt quite a bit, and a lot of that's the quickness of the defense of the Panthers. Neither team with big linemen, but what a job on the defense.
Yeah, this Brown County drive started at the 35 after the kick out of bounds, and now the Hornets are punting for the 3rd time, Jack?
Yep. And the man is Wart back to punt. Good hikes both sides. This one a little low. He takes his time, gets a foot into it, and he's going to get a lot better roll this time. That ball is going to roll and roll and roll inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will have it 1st and 10, deep in their own territory at the 8:40 mark, so they want to sustain a drive and keep the ball, but they were able to move the ball on a pass series the last time, and you don't want to pass probably too much deep in your own territory.
We have the last possession, 2 big plays, not only the pass to Isaac, but also the reverse by Nick Moore to the weak side that had a big gain to kind of open things up.
Bowlers Universe, open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday to midnight, Saturday 4 to midnight, offering many great menu items. Try the craft beers. Their pizzas are really good. Lots of good sandwiches and more at the Bowlers Universe. And how about those guys at Jersey's? They're having Oktoberfest. They're celebrating tonight. Let's head there after the game at Jersey's, folks. 8:40 left in the quarter. Panthers have it 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. Panthers with a little bit of an advantage, leading 8-0 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Man in motion. They give the ball in the counter play across the middle. That's Graves, I do believe. And he'll roll forward to about the 16-yard line. Graves in on the carry. Give him 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. 8:25 and counting 1st quarter. Graves came in. The first time I've seen him really run a true counter in a while, pulling guards across the middle. And that's why guys like Ginnenbacher are playing on the line now, and that's Isaac, of course. Double wing formation. Fullback is Griffin. He'll get the ball across the middle, stacked up. A single tackler there for Brown County. He'll gain very little on the play. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
I think just barely to that, Jack. Actually 59 for the Hornets. Ethan Oliver, 2 good tackles on the last 2 plays. Stymied the Panthers with only 4 yards on their first 2 plays.
No gain on that play. In fact, might have lost a half a yard. So a 3rd down and 7, we'll call it. They'll call it 6 on the board, but I think it's a true 7 as the ball is barely on the 16-yard line. Moore brings the ball from the sidelines, the play, I should say. Roth is the center. Panthers facing long yardage. 2 wideouts and a right. Moore back to pass. Looks across the middle. Finds a man on the short pass. 20. He's going to pick it up and ground down to around the 25-yard line. What a tackle by Brown County. That's Ginnebacher. He won't make it to the 25. Call it the 24. He'll gain 8 on the play. That should be enough for a first down, should it not?
It's a first down play. A pass from Nick Moore to Isaac. 8-yard gain. They needed 6, and they got 8, just barely enough. But Colby Ward in there again.
Man,
he's really handling the defense.
Ward was super on that because Ginnebacher could have got a lot more. That ball all the way out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, and Bob will tell you what they got, 3 or 4 plus the touchdown. First downs, that is.
Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't write that one down, Jack. We got 8 first downs for the Panthers.
Moore under center. True double wing this time. Griffin the fullback. Back to pass is Moore. Across the middle, got a man open. He'll find that man, and he falls forward to the 45-yard line.
Drew Pabin on the reception.
Pabin in on the reception that time, and he'll get it out to the 45, and another first down for the Panthers. 21 yards in the pass play, and Moore's starting to build up those yards.
Yeah, that was a one-on-one coverage there, too. We have a timeout to the Hornets, Jack, because after that play, we get reset at the 45.
Hornets will take the timeout. We'll take it, too. We'll tell you about Farmers National Bank and more back in a minute.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people. Member FDIC.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Welcome back as the Panthers now face a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Panthers at the 6:43 mark after the long pass play to Drew Pabin, and he made it count. Moore putting it right where he needs to.
Yeah, that was a contested play. The Hornets had coverage, but Nick's throw on the money, and Drew fought off for the catch.
Fullback Griffin gets the ball, breaks it out to the 48-yard line, gains 3 on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd and 7. 6:30 and counting left in the first half. 8-0 Panthers on the Trucks scoreboard. We tell you, as we have many times, Trucks is our scoreboard sponsor, 217-922-0044. Be sure and like Trucks on Facebook. All your diesel repairs, it's Trucks and Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Glad you've joined us tonight. Send us a text, 217-473-5151. Hope everything's looking good for you. 6 minutes left in the quarter, double wing. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. They'll give the ball to Ginnebacher. Head of steam, straight across the middle. Still on his feet, down to the 44-yard line of Brown County, and that should be enough for a first down. He gains 8 on the play, needed 7. 44-yard line of Brown County for Camp Point Central. New set of downs at the 5:55 mark. Move the chains again, and the Panthers' depth starting to make a little difference, and so is that All-Stater with big linemen up front. And they're not great big. They're just doing a nice job of doing a lot of sets. Brown County trying to adjust. They really were cheating in the early going, and it was working for them. Now they're having to adjust and play a 5-man front straight up.
I also noticed that Colt Prox on the left side of the line. He and Owen Roth are making things happen.
Yep. Offset formation. Give the ball first man through. Breaks across the middle, down inside the 40, down to the 39.
Connor Griffin on the carry, and the Hornets tackler is 7. Dallas Clark.
5-yard gain, third down, 2 yards to go. Ball sitting at the 39-yard line. Well, they say the 40, but it's inside the 40. We'll call it the 39, 5:20 left in the half. Panthers with an 8-0 lead and trying to make it happen again. They started way back on their own 13-yard line at the 8:40 mark of the second quarter. No score in the first quarter of the game. Yes, there was. Panthers led it 8-0, actually.
Oh, not till the second quarter.
Oh, Jack. Now Brown County way too early that time.
Yeah, the first quarter was scoreless.
That's right. Scoreless, 11:08 when they scored, wasn't it? So that is an offsides against Brown County. That'll move the ball up to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Well, it's just a tiny bit short, Jack. It says second and about a half a yard there.
I'll be darned. Second down and inches. We'll call it 1. Actually, that kind of gives you a free play if you want it, I guess. 4:55 and counting left in the first half. 8-0 Panthers on the truck scoreboard.
I guess it was 2nd and 6 before the snap.
Yeah, I tell you, you never know. Moore under center. Had a big run of his own earlier. Double setbacks in the wings. Fullback has the ball. Picks it up the first down, and Moore sneaks across the 30. Still on his feet, down to the 26-yard line.
Ross Riley on the carry for the Panthers.
Boy, Riley just makes...
Colby Word and Maverick Henry on the tackle for the Hornets. I tell you, Owen Roth was 5 yards in front of Connor, making the way happen.
Riley just seems to stretch it out there. Griffin and him really doing a good job of the fullback when you can run 2 different ones and a lot of wing backs. Now we'll see a man leave the field for the Panthers as they switch guards in the middle. That was Niekamp leaving for a man. He plays both sides of the ball as a freshman. Coach says you can't play him in the younger games. He'll hurt somebody. Double wing formation. Moore under center. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 26. Give the ball across the middle of the fullback. Falling through down inside the 20-yard line. Down close to the 19. Gain of 7 on the play.
Ross Riley again for the Panthers, Jack.
2nd and 3. 3:50 and counting in the first half of play. Panthers trying to take it in again, and they have got a head of steam. Brown County really needs to pick up the defense right now and put a woe to this. 1 fumble in the game came the way of Brown County. Panthers could do nothing with that, so turnovers have not been the action so far. 3:35 and counting, first half play. Ball on the 19. 2nd down, 3 yards to go, they say. Moore under center. Calls it, man in motion, gives the ball to the man in motion. That's Paben, I do believe, on the outside. Run into the corner, trying to find the corner of the end zone. Inside the 5, out of bounds. No, they'll say he is out of bounds now. They'll spot the ball around the 5-yard line. Paben's going to pick up 14 on the play. It'll be a 1st and goal. Another first down for the Panthers. Paben's speed was lightning that time, Bob.
Yeah, Drew got to the edge. He had some big blocks out there by our tight end. Is that Josh Alford's side or Carter Eiler's side? Also 72, Robert Gooding in there making things happen, giving some space for Drew. But he made the corner, made one guy miss, and took one guy with him to the 3.
Ball's on the 4-yard line, they say, so give him an extra yard from what I called. 3 minutes left in the half. Panthers want to take their time. They'll come up from the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. That's Riley behind the quarterback, and a whistle before the play. What have we got? Something happened on the line ahead of time because the line judge on that side. And a timeout for the Panthers. Timeout on the field. We'll take it 2. Panthers lead it 8-0 from the 4-yard line when we come back after these.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852. Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Panthers have the ball from the 4-yard line, 2:50 left, and it's a 1st and goal. They give the ball first man through, the fullback. Don't see any signal yet for a touchdown.
He's down at the 1-yard line, Ross Riley, Jack, on the carry.
So it'll be a 2nd and goal from the 1 for Riley. Doing a nice job there. Panthers trying to get in for their second score, lead 8-0, trying to make it a 2-score lead before half. Still 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the half. We'll watch it like you do from the camera and the score or the film here on the computer. Double wing formation. Moore the quarterback. Man in motion. Give the ball to fullback. Little bit of discrepancy there.
Touchdown Panthers,
touchdown.
Jack.
Was that,
with the touchdown carry.
Was that Riley?
Connor Griffin's back in.
Griffin back in. Griffin carries it in from 1 yard out. That'll be a touchdown for the Panthers. They'll move to 14-0 with 2:10 left in the half. And the Panthers with the lead here, trying to get that 2-point conversion on the 1 yard run from Griffin. So Griffin will be there with that. Bob Ray and I will tell you about it at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Motors in Quincy, across from Quincy High School. Double wing formation. They go for 2 in the middle of the field. Now they man wide out to the left-hand side. Moore starts a man in motion. Moore will give the ball to the fullback across the middle. Griffin trying to carry it in, and it looks like he got in.
He's in. He's
in. 2-point conversion. Panthers up 16-0. Timeout on the field, and we will take it to Panthers with a 16-0 lead. We hear from one of our sponsors after these.
Hi, I'm Gage Weir, and I'm running for Pike County Treasurer. Just like our Sockies and Wolves football under the Friday Night Lights, it's time to get our head in the game this November. As your treasurer, I will ensure to hit high marks of success, and I will not pass an opportunity to help keep Pike County affordable for all of us who call it home. As a lifelong resident of Pike County, I know the importance of dedicated and faithful elected officials who work tirelessly for Pike County. That is why we must break through the line of inefficiency and ensure transparency between government and the people it serves. Let's tackle Pike County's fiscal responsibility together. Don't fumble your vote. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this upcoming November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Off again are the Panthers. Eiler will kick off for the 3rd time. Panthers deferred, so they'll have the ball to start the second half. They're up 16-0. 87 yards on 13 plays. Took 6 minutes, 30 seconds. And the Panthers with a 2-point conversion also. Kick across the middle, little squib hit, ball loose. Nice job by Brown County. Panthers going for the kill there, and Brown County covered it. They'll have it on the 42-yard line, and that'll be the Brown County Hornets' best position on a kickoff, as the Panthers kicked them out of bounds the other 2 times. 1st and 10 Brown County. They still got 2:08 left in the half, and I think that's kind of dangerous, Bob, to give them the ball there.
Drew Market on the recovery for the Hornets, at the 42. The last 2 times they give it to them to the 35. We'll have to see if that 7 yards gives Brown County a little extra momentum as they wind down the first half.
I think you'll see him open it up a little bit and see if Duarte can throw some passes here. Beheimer and company out there, good receivers. 1st and 10 for Brown County, 2:08 left in the half. Panthers kept the ball for 6.5 minutes and completed the score. Double wing formation. Duarte starts a man in motion. That's Fullerton. He's going to be tackled after a short gain on the play. He'll get the ball out to the 44, gain of 2 on the play, second down, 8 yards to go. Fullerton in on the carry.
I think we have Caden Niekamp from behind again. He gets through the line and chases the wing back down. He's kind of lined up exactly across from him at line of scrimmage. He just follows his guy. He's got the ball. He takes him down.
Talked about a guy named Shake from a few years ago. Remember him? He used to do that a lot.
He was. Exactly right.
And this young man doing it as a freshman. 16-0 Panthers, 1:35 and counting left in the first half. Montgomery brings his team to the line. Duarte, the quarterback, double wing with Wart, the fullback. Duarte barks him out. He's back to pass. Across the middle, looking across the middle. Lets her fly down the middle. Man loose, man goes down. And will we see a penalty?
No flag on that, Jack. I think just a contested play, and the receiver just went down. That was Cole Beheimer on the intended coverage. He was about the 27-yard line. And the coverage by the Panthers trying to find the back. Gavin Blewett would have been back there. Isaac Ginnebacher's even fell back in coverage to some degree. Gavin Graves on the outside.
Good job by Beheimer trying to get the call, but he just didn't get it off that time. Ball's on the 44-yard line, 3rd and 8. Good throw, but Beheimer with too many defenders in between him and the ball. And when the Panthers went after the ball, they had a chance at it just like the receiver. You can see that call a lot of times. Offset formation behind Duarte. 3rd down and 8. They'll pitch it outside. Man trying to turn the corner in Fullerton. Caught from behind by Niekamp again. Gets the ball to the 44.5-yard line. Give him a gain of 1. And Fullerton beats the ground with his fist. Panthers call the timeout. It'll be a 4th and 8. After the timeout, I do believe Panthers called the timeout, and we'll take it too. Timeout Panthers leading 16-0. They'll get the ball when we come back.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Back to live action. Panthers call the timeout. It'll be a 4th down and a good solid 8 for Brown County. They'll be in punt formation, I would think. No, it looks like they're going to go for it. No, they're back to punt. My mistake. Work back there to punt. 1:10 left in the half. Panthers have got 2 guys back this time. They want to see if they can get the ball and get another score up 16-0. Wart's had good hikes from center. Last one was a little low. This one's a good one. He will get it off. Oh, it's blocked by the Panthers. Ball's going to land on the 40. He's going to run the ball after the block and have the first down. And that's what Wart will do. The block was a good one, but Wart takes the ball from his own 35 all the way down to the Panthers' 37-yard line. So you got to give him a run from scrimmage, 15 plus 14, 29 yards for Wart, and a first down for Brown County from the Panthers' 38. I don't think you drew it up like that, but the punt was blocked, but you got to cover it afterwards. Wart knew what to do with it. 49 seconds left in the clock running.
Yeah, the ball bounced right up to him, and he just took it and ran and made a good, strong run.
Smart.
We have a new quarterback. Duarte's still at the quarterback for the
Smart
Hornets.
senior play. Duarte back, but he got a little short block. Ball went up, and trying to get the ball was it was Jack Anderson, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock. 35 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Got to be careful about tipping it up in that situation. A lot of Panther defenders in on that. That time the offense kind of broke funny. Duarte broke back, but a couple of backs didn't move until about a half a second to a full second later. Now Brown County in a big hurry with the clock stopped. They had plenty of time.
They've used 1 timeout, Jack. They've got 2 remaining.
Yep, Duarte in the double wing. Gets the ball, hands it to the fullback. That's Fullerton. Fullerton actually a halfback. He'll gain 2 on the play, and there'll be a timeout on the play with 30 seconds left. And who called the timeout? Brown County?
Brown County take the timeout,
Okay.
second timeout of the half.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it too. Listen to Derek Harris. We'll be back with more after this.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Back to live action here. Brown County calls the timeout with 30.3 seconds left. 3rd and 7 for them on the Panther 35-yard line. And there's 30.3 seconds left in the half. Brown County wants a shot at the end zone a couple of times, trailing 16-0. Panthers got everything done they wanted. They called the timeout, got the block punt, but what a job by Colby Wart taking the ball 20-plus yards to get the first down.
All that play unfolded in an odd way. Josh Alford was in the backfield for so long. He's 6'4". He just kind of reached up and almost like blocking the shot on the court, tipped the ball away, and lo and behold, Colby picks it up and makes a big gain.
It was like slow motion the way the block came in, but Wart was in full motion at that point. Duarte under center. Fullback behind him is Wart. Fullerton on the left side, Beheimer on the right. I'm thinking they're going to the air. Duarte starts a man in motion. They're going to give the ball to Beheimer across the outside. He's tied up now to reverse his field. Tries to get outside. Niekamp follows him. Keeps him from making the play. Gets the ball back to the 38, and what's the play?
We have a penalty flag at the end of the play on the 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock.
We'll have to
Kate
see
Niekamp and Josh Alford doing a whale of a job on the Panther
what
defense.
A job by Niekamp just keeping in front of Beheimer and turning him around. But what is the call on the play? Could have had a block in the back when you change directions. That's what you would expect, but it could be on either team. We'll find out. 20.8 seconds left. The referee's going to tell us, hopefully. Looks like they're going to mark it off against Central.
Well, the play of the scrimmage was a loss of 2 on the carry. Now they're talking to Brad Dixon and explaining the call and maybe giving him options that might be available to him, but it looks like it would be 4th down at the 38-yard line. The penalty would give it back to the Hornets, and they would replay 3rd down, Jack.
Don't you usually talk to the captain on the field instead of the coach, and you go to the coach all the time now?
Well, it might be extra complicated. They might need a calculus teacher.
Here we go. Holding on the offense, declined. 4th down, 20 seconds left. 4th down, should be 4th and 9, I do believe, right?
Well, they're almost right at the marker, Jack, so I think it's 4th down 10.
Okay, 4th and 10. Loss of 3 on the play then. 19, 18, 17 seconds. Panthers don't call the timeout, neither does Brown County. They might not break huddle. 10 seconds left. They're going to go to the line. Let's see if they get a playoff. They're going to go for the gusto, down 16-0. 38 yards to go. Duarte hikes the ball. No, he does not. They don't get the playoff, and that'll end the half. At halftime, it is a 16-0 Panthers lead at halftime. We're going to take the break. We'll tell you more on the Little Jess Motors halftime show as we go to break. Panthers lead at 16-0, and we're back with more after these.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central Football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Welcome back on the halftime show. There's our camera, and you can see the band. This is the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Quincy. Place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Our truck scoreboard halftime score is 16-0 Panthers, and Bob Ray will tell you how we got to that score right now. Bob?
Well, the first quarter was scoreless, Jack. Lots of back and forth, lots of possessions of the football into Brown County territory. But in the second quarter, 11:08, the scoring began. Nick Moore, 7-yard pass to Isaac Ginnenbacher. Isaac Ginnenbacher with a 2-yard conversion gives the Panthers the first 8 points. And then at 2:10 remaining in the second quarter, Connor Griffin, a 1-yard run, and also the run for the conversion for the Panthers' second group of 8 points, 16-0 at halftime.
87 yards that was on 13 plays, took 6 minutes and 30 seconds, capped off by a 1-yard run, I do believe, by Griffin. 2-point conversion his. Ginnenbacher had the touchdown on the pass, the first one. He got the 2-point conversion. Panthers lead at 16-0, and they'll get the kickoff to start the second half. We'll take a couple-minute break here as we listen to some of our sponsors. Back with more 16-0 Panthers over the Hornets here at halftime. More comes your way after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Prairie Land FS is a full-service agricultural supplier dedicated to providing high-quality products and services for the purpose of improving customer profitability. We're known for our customer service in and out of the fields. We are neighbors serving neighbors for over 100 years and promise to provide complete seed and application service to all our customers. Our trained energy specialists, along with our crop specialists, can help you take your business to the next level. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
In Pittsfield, you can expect to find a safe, charming, livable community that affords its residents a tremendous quality of life. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, Pittsfield boasts many historic homes and buildings that hark of a different era, each with a fascinating story to tell. Take a drive through our neighborhoods, and you'll get a glimpse of true Midwestern charm. Historic neighborhoods with well-maintained, architecturally diverse homes on quiet tree-lined streets. Safe, walkable, and convenient neighborhoods close to historic downtown Pittsfield. And new subdivisions like Panther Creek offer plenty of beautiful homes. The median price of a home in Pittsfield is $115,000. With such affordable prices and property taxes that are half the national average, it's easy to see why Pittsfield would be a good choice to locate. Pittsfield's Penstone Municipal Airport offers opportunities for small jet services. Pittsfield offers the perfect blend of big city amenities and small town charm. There's a home waiting for you here.
Back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Motors in Quincy across from Quincy High School. Panthers lead at 16-0 here. Good ball game first quarter, no score. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. The Panthers got the score. Then they got another one at the 6. Oh, no, my mistake. What was the time? 2:10 mark. And both teams exchanged the ball right before the half. And Bob's got some stats for us here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
Yeah, the visitors for the Camp Point Central Panthers had 6 different players run the football tonight. Gavin Graves, the starting wingback, has 4 carries for 4 yards. Isaac Ginnenbacher, 5 carries for 23. Nick Moore, 1 carry for 22, which was a big one during the first touchdown drive for the Panthers, Jack. Connor Griffin, 7 carries for 25. Other fullback Ross Riley, 5 carries for 17. Drew Pabin, 1 carry for 14, which was a big play during the Panthers' second touchdown drive. Altogether for the Panthers in the first half, they have 23 carries for 105 yards rushing. Nick Moore is 4 for 4 passing, has 68 yards in completions. Isaac Ginnenbacher has caught 3 of those for 37. Drew Pabin has caught 1 for 21 yards. Overall Panther offense in the first half, 27 plays, 173 yards of offense, Jack. What did you think of the Panthers' performance on the offensive side, Jack?
We knew Moore could pass the ball, but 4 for 4, and he found Ginnenbacher 3 of those times. But I love to see the pass to Pabin to show that versatility. And I got to tease him just a little bit. Drew dates Mariska Sherman, who's in the Queen Patches at the Griggsville Apple Festival tonight. And I gave him just a little bit of a hard time, but 2 really great, solid kids. And both of them having a big night tonight, and that's what we like to see. Congratulations to the folks at Griggsville. Pittsfield playing at New Berlin tonight. We'll have some scores at halftime there. You got some more stats for us.
We got the Brown County Hornets offense for the first half. Angel Duarte had 1 carry for a -1. Colby Wirt, 4 carries for 33. Of course, Jack, the biggest gainer of that was on his punt, blocked punt, recovery, and return for 29. Tice Fullerton, wingback, 9 carries for 32. Cole Beheimer, 3 carries. I've got him right at even money on his carries as he's had a few gains and a couple losses behind the line of scrimmage. Angel Duarte, 2 passes, both incomplete for the Hornets. So their first half ends with 17 plays, 64 total yards.
Niecamp's been a thorn in their side with a lot of other defensive people, the Ginnenbacher boys and more. 16-0 Panthers here at halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll talk more about this one and get some other scores in the area after these.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
Catch all the action at Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. Central football games every Friday on the big screen. 7 TVs to catch every NFL game all season long. Come enjoy a nice afternoon on the patio or listen to some live music on the weekends. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Rain City Addiction on the patio on September 3rd at 7 o'clock. Bags Tournament September 11th at 2 o'clock. Our Oktoberfest celebration will be September 17th with the Robert Sampson Band at 7 o'clock. Car show same day from 12 to 3. Get to Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot. But at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
For the past 4 years, I've had the honor of serving our community as the Pike County Clerk and Recorder. Within those years, I have completed the first ever internal payroll audit in Pike County history, increased revenue with the recording department with implementation of record availability, and administered and or written over $3.75 million in grant monies. I would appreciate your support to continue this progress, and please vote Roseberry on November 8th.
Paid for by the Pike County Republican Central Committee.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Glad you've joined us for the broadcast tonight. Panthers lead at 16-0. Carrollton over North Green on the Truck scoreboard, 48-0 before the half, 34-0 in favor of West Central over Pleasant Hill Western before the half. With 5 minutes left in the first half, Greenfield Northwestern leads Calhoun by a 6-0 count. See if we can find any other scores for you here. Route Unity tomorrow night. Triopia lost to Beardstown last night, of course. And let's go to Twitter here and see if we can get you a couple of more updates if we can. Let's see. I got to look for my buddies who are over at New Berlin tonight.
Jack, what's the mascot for the New Berlin? Are they still the
They're
Pretzels?
still the Pretzels. Still the Pretzels. Sacred Heart Griffin 27-14 over Jacksonville right before the half. And the Pretzels lead Pittsfield 12-7 with 19 seconds left in the half. They got a good one going there. That one also on Central Illinois Sports. Looks like Pleasant Plains 21-6 over Porter right before the half in that contest. And Pittsfield actually had the lead early, and New Berlin came back and scored there, trailed 7-6, but have taken the lead before the half. And here it's a 16-0 lead in some of the games around the area. If you got some scores, you're welcome to send them to us. We'd love to have those. And we appreciate you and everybody joining us tonight. Mark George is listening. And, yes, Mason Ingalls doing a great job with the camera work. We appreciate that, young man. Everybody telling us the picture looks good tonight. And this old guy kind of nervous. Don't forget we got baseball tomorrow or softball tomorrow for you at 11 o'clock right here in Mount Sterling as the PCS girls will play. And they will play against Pleasant Plains tomorrow, and we'll bring you that action. We're going to take our final break before the half, and we hope you'll stay tuned as we tell you about some of our great sponsors here. 16-0 Panthers at the halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. More comes your way after these.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113 extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
Hi, this is Clint Weir. As a law enforcement officer, you trust me every day to fight for justice and seek the truth. You trust me to serve your family and your friends with compassion and understanding. And most importantly, you trust me to lead Pike County with grace and dignity. Now I'm asking you to trust me once again. My little brother, Gage, is running for Pike County Treasurer. As Treasurer, Gage will continue to fight for transparency and fairness to ensure that Pike County continues to be the best place to live and raise a family. You put your trust in me to serve my community. Now I'm asking you to trust my little brother, Gage Weir, to continue a legacy of quality and excellence. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Panthers will have the ball as we start the second half here. They lead at 16-0, and that deferring to the second half works out real good if you have the lead coming into the third quarter, Bob, but you just never know how that's going to work out for you. Brown County played good football, and Brown County's got the ability to come back. Do not go away, folks. They won 22-20 last year, and this game's a long way from being over.
Well, a lot can happen at halftime, both in get your legs fresh, get your legs stale, new techniques identified by the coaches, a new game plan as they look at the tape. But certainly both teams need to play hard for another 24 minutes before we find the victor, Jack.
Who we got deep for the Panthers here? Is that Pabin?
I think that's Drew Pabin deep. He usually has a partner. I only see one back there right now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They think maybe they're going to kick it shorter, I bet you. That'd probably be good strategy for Brown County trying to get it back. And the kickoff man for Brown County wearing the number 46, is that right?
16, I think, Jack.
Okay.
Noah Eplogan.
Eplogan is the kicker. He starts, but he didn't have a whistle yet. Now he's got a whistle, and away we go. Kicks it across to the side there. Ball was heading out of bounds. Panthers are going to get it. Good field position. Inside the 45-yard line, around the 42 or 43, so the Panthers are going to have real good field position. Kind of a halfway kick, and looks like they're going to set it on the 41. Is that correct?
41, I think, Jack. The kick returner, I believe, was Mason Miller for the Panthers, who's on the far side on the kickoff squad. That kick went about, from the 40 to the 30-yard line, so 30-yard kick at an angle.
Yeah, actually, I almost look like it would have went out of bounds, which would have put it at the point that it goes out of bounds. Panthers 1st and 10, Moore the quarterback. They want some ball control here, leading by a 16-0 count, but they got to take care of the football. Panthers with a wide out on the left, double wing formation. Not the double tight end this time. Moore starts him in motion. Fullback's got the ball across the middle. Griffin, big gain. Across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Gains 5 on the play. Second down, 5 yards to go. They got that lighted ball marker. They're out to the 47. Give him an extra yard.
Yeah, that looks great. Some of these markers that are hard to see with either the sun or hear the crowd, but that one stands out.
That's
very
impressive.
helpful.
Mason doing a great job with the camera tonight, folks. Really proud of that 8th grader from Camp Point Central's middle school.
What
Mason
about that
Ingram.
shot last week with the moon in the background?
Oh, man, it was fantastic. Now double setbacks in the backfield with a wing on the left-hand side, double tight end set. Moore barks him out. He'll give the ball to fullback across the middle again. Not much yardage. He'll break the 50-yard line, still on his feet, carrying people out there, and he's going to take them all the way down to the 48-yard line. He'll gain 5 on the play, and that should be enough for a first down, I do believe.
Yeah, they mark a first down for the Panthers at the 47. First down of the first half. That gives them 14 for the contest. I'm going to give him a 6-yard gain to look like this. I made the math, Jack. He's up to 9 carries and 36 yards for the fullback.
Under 11 minutes left, third quarter. Panthers leading 16-0 into Brown County territory. Double wing set, man in motion. Fullback gets the ball again. Across the middle. Could have been stopped short, but he's going to keep growing there. And Griffin carries the ball all the way down to the 40. Gains 7, another first down. And Connor Griffin has come with intention to run the ball tonight.
There's a 7-yard gain. That was the first down play, Jack. So we get 2nd and 3 for the Panthers right at the 40.
I'll tell you what. I only make one mistake every 2 minutes or so. 10 minutes, 25 seconds and counting. Double wing formation. Nick Moore, the junior quarterback. Start Ginenbacher in motion. Now he'll reset, and a lot of times you'll get somebody jumping off. Panthers love to run that play. I can't see the play clock, down to 10 seconds. Still got plenty of time. I could now. 10-11 left in the quarter. Ginenbacher starts. He'll get the ball. No, Griffin gets the ball again, carries it inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Ought to be enough for another first down. Nope, going to be 3rd down and 1. Just give him 3 on the play. He needed 3 and a little bit short. 3rd and 1 from the 37-yard line. 9:50 and counting left in the quarter. Sometimes your offensive coach doesn't mind when you have a 3rd and short in that situation, 4-down territory.
Gavin Montgomery and Colby Word still working hard on the Hornet interior line for those tackles, Jack.
Center for the Panthers really doing a job as that offensive line really blocking. Now the Panthers are going to have an illegal procedure as their left guard got in a little bit of a hurry that time. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty unless the defense jumped across first. Let's see what the call is. Going to be 5 yards one way or the other. I know he jumped, but you did see Brown County people jump early. It depends on whether they broke the plane. You cannot go back and forth like they could in the good old days when I played.
They did their old stand-up defensive play that came from the old Carthage days where they jumped and hoped to draw the other team off.
Both line judges going to talk about it this time. Doug Elledge comes across and adds his 2 cents, probably a quarter. And with 9:31 left in the quarter, somebody is either going to have a first down or a 3rd down in long yardage. Let's see what the call is. Preliminary indication, illegal procedure against the Panthers. It'll make it a 3rd and 6, and we'll take it back to about the 43-yard line. So
Panthers' first penalty, aside from the onside or the kicks that went out of bounds, Jack, their first 5-yarder of the night. And
cleaner than last week, huh, Bob? Had a lot of penalties last week.
They have been, and haven't had any of the illegal blocks or block in the back or holding calls, which are really killers on drives.
9:25 in a quarter. Double setbacks in the backfield, the wing on the right side. They give the ball. Nope, keeping the ball is Moore, and the naked bootleg gets a good block. First down and Moore goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Should be 8 yards and another first down. And the second time they've run that naked bootleg, one man to beat out there, and the tight end did a nice job on the block that time. Was it Eiler or Alford?
Well, that was the Carter Eiler on that side, and yeah, the credit is tremendous there. He holds that guy just for 2 or 3 counts and gives Nix a chance to make the corner, and all the other defensive squad is on this side looking for the traditional play, but Nick with a nice gain. We gave him 8. That's his 2nd carry for 30 yards.
Yep, he hadn't had to carry the ball much. Double wing formation again. Ginenbacher right, Graves on the left, and do believe it's Griffin behind him. Nope. It's a fullback, whoever it is. Is it Griffin? Checking on the fullback and see who gets the gain on the play.
We're going to Ross Riley.
Yep.
I looked for the
Riley,
yellow shoes.
I couldn't find the yellow shoes that time.
There we go.
Ball down to the 30-yard line, gain of 5, 2nd down, 5 yards to go, and that's what you want on that first down play. It's 5 yards from that fullback. 8:50 and counting. 16-0 Panthers on the Trucks scoreboard. Trucks LLC. Call Trucks at 217-922-0044. That's 922-0044. 8:35 and counting. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Panthers on the 30 of Brown County. Give the ball to fullback Riley again. He's carrying people down the field. Then he's going to be stacked up. Let's see where his momentum took him that time. Where will they spot the ball? Going to spot the ball short of the 25, out to the 26-yard line. Gains 4 of the 5, brings up a 3rd and 1 at the 8:10 mark.
I tell you, Colby Warden at front 4 of the Hornet line is really working hard. I've been paying a little attention, more than I normally do, Jack, but we've run a lot of plays to Owen Roth's left side. That's where Cole Proct is sitting, and the Panthers like that setup, I think.
3rd down on the scoreboard. And 1. Man in motion, Ginenbacher. They give the ball to the fullback.
Connor Griffin this time across the 25, Jack, to the 24. That's going to be a first down, Panthers.
Panthers getting close to 20 first downs on the night. 7:47 left in the quarter. Workmanship offense, and they're doing it the right way. Their defense has thrown a shutout. They've only given 8 points on the season, that in the first quarter last week, to Minden Unity, and a lot of quarterback keepers on the draws there. 7:35, 1st and 10 Panthers. Ball on the 24-yard line. Moore, the quarterback. Double wing again. Starts Ginenbacher. Ginenbacher gets it left side. Little dance in the middle. Wide open. Heading for the end zone. Little straight arm against Beheimer. And what did Ginenbacher do? He left the defensive man in his feet. And Ginenbacher goes 24 yards for the touchdown. 7:24. He gets those hips turned to the side and dances in from 24 yards. Isaac Ginenbacher in for the score. His second touchdown of the night. 22-0 Panthers at the 7:24 mark. That series started on their own 41. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 plays, and they go 59 yards. Now they'll go for the 2-point conversion.
I think that was Isaac's first touch in that series, wasn't it,
Wow.
Jack?
What a run, and that stiff arm was unbelievable. Double wing again. Moore barks him out. Back to pass, looks across the side, got a man open, ball knocked down, man into the end zone. Who caught the pass? Is that Eiler?
Carter Eiler on the
Eiler
catch.
in on the catch, touchdown, 24-0 Panthers. Timeout on the field. We'll take it 2, and you'll hear from some sponsors. We're back in a minute.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Back to live action. What a stiff arm by Ginenbacher. We got to see it again, Bob. It was special, wasn't it not?
Well, he made a little space at the line. Again, they're running behind Cole Proct and Owen Roth and either Josh Alford or Carter Eiler at the tight end spot. And that's making the first get easy. And then you get Isaac on a either younger, underclassman, undersized corner. It's a pretty difficult matchup.
Yankees lead the Brewers 5-0 in the second. Cardinals 1-1 in the third with Cincinnati. Magic numbers 12. It could be down to 10 tonight. Carter Eiler back to kick the ball. A little squib across the middle. Brown County man picks it up at the 41-yard line and falls on it. 1st and 10 Brown County. 7:24 left, third quarter of play. And Brown County trailing 24-0 on the Truck scoreboard.
Drew Marker on the reception of the kick, Jack. About where they started the other possession and a half. They marked the ball at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Hornets. They're at the south end of the field heading north, so they're moving from Dot to the fairgrounds on this series, Jack.
Marlins up 4-1 on the Nationals. Not that game's of importance. Brown County Duarte with the football and his team 1st and 10 from his own 41. Full house backfield. First time we've seen that. They give the ball deep in the backfield. That's Beheimer. He's going to be stacked up as the defense of the Panthers stops him right there on about the 43. Gain of 2 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down and 8. Beheimer with the carry, positive 2 yards on the night. We'll be under 7 minutes third quarter. White Sox trail the Tigers 2-0 in the 7th. Kansas City over Boston in the 8th, 1-0. Pirates trail the Mets 4-1. We would like to see the Mets and the Braves both lose, of course. Some of you know why. Cardinals trying to get that second seed by winning and catching either the Mets or the Braves. That'd be something.
They have a doubleheader tomorrow, right, Jack?
Yep. Cincinnati 5 games in this series. Pittsburgh 5 games at the end of the year. And we're going to Pittsburgh to watch them on that Monday.
Good for you,
6:35 left in the third quarter. They give the ball to Fullerton. He runs hard. Ball comes loose at the 45-yard line. I think Brown County got it back. He'll gain 2 on the play and bring up a 3rd and 6. Fullerton's really been frustrated tonight by the tackling of the Panthers, has he not?
Well, they've been getting to him earlier than it might be expected because they've been hitting behind the line of scrimmage. But Caden Niekamp, and then they've been followed up a lot of times by Hunter Lauterbach in the linebacking core, making that first and second stops. And both Fullerton and Wart need 2 or 3 people to stop him.
Tell you what, Nucci salad in the refrigerator for me. Thank you, Kathy Hull. Yum. 5:50 left third quarter. Third down, 7 yards to go. Panthers trying to stop. Fullerton gets ahead of steam.
Oh, there's
and
a
he
big
is
tackle.
Just really taken down by a pair of Panthers. Man, what a tackle that time, and Fullerton will barely get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 4th and 6, and it's all about the defense tonight.
I think the first time we're going to call the Ginnebacher brothers tonight, Jack.
Woo.
Elijah with the first hit, and Isaac cleans it up.
Loss of 1 on the play. Ball back on the 44-yard line. Punt formation, I would think, for Brown County with 5:25 left third quarter. Panthers apparently remember last year when Brown County got the 22-20 lead. We've got a quarter and a half left here. It's not over. Punt formation for Wart.
Drew Pavin deep for the Panthers at the 15.
Oh, a little rugby kick this time. Good roll on the play. Going to go inside the 25 down to the 23, and that's where the Panthers will have it. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line with 5:01 left third quarter. Workmanship touchdown the first time as they took the ball 59 yards. They'll start a little deeper this time, and they would like to go down the field and keep the ball for the rest of the quarter and part of the fourth and seal the deal. But there's a lot of work to be done in this game yet by Brown County and Camp Point Central. Don't kid yourself. The score looks 24-0. This is a good football game again. Last week, Minden Unity playing a tremendous game.
Well, all it takes is one turnover to really flip the script, Jack.
Now Brown County looking for a little bit, and that guard jumps off again. That's the second time in a row that guard's jumped off. That's going to be an illegal procedure against the Panthers. Bring up a 1st and 15 all the way back at the 18, and he's got to clean it up if he's going to get playing time here. Can't have that same man making the same mistake. You gotta know, and I know you've been out for a while, but there's other guys been playing that position, and you've been a difference maker, but you do not want those 5-yard penalties to start a series.
Well, the Panthers move back to 1st and 15 now, Jack. They've got the ball spotted just inside the 20, maybe at the 17-yard line. So a long way from the north to the south for the Panthers.
Long way to go. 1st and 15. This first play makes a big difference. Harder to run the fullback in that one. Now they'll give the ball on the left-hand side. Ginnebacher carries people with him, gets it all the way out to the 25-yard line. He'll gain 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Colby Ward to charge the backfield that time. He had Nick Moore wrapped up. I don't know how Nick got rid of the handoff, but I thought that was a big tackle for loss by number 2 for the Hornets. Somehow Isaac Ginnebacher came out.
Little cheating defense there. You got to be careful because that's when the Panthers can break your back. You got to make good tackles all the way through. Here come the Panthers. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Moore, the quarterback. Man in motion is Ginnebacher. He'll reset on the play. Ginnebacher will set back on the right wing. Graves on the left side. Ginnebacher with the ball on the outside, trying to turn the corner. Got some running room. He's tackled around the neck that time and gets the ball all the way out to the 38-yard line. He'll gain 13 on the play and another 1st down. Ginnebacher putting yardage up in both series.
Leighton Volk on the tackle for the Hornets on the far side, right in front of Ashley Hackman, our QMG trainer over there. So Isaac would have been in good care. I think he ran right by Tracy for the first 2 yards and Casey for the next 7.
That was kind of serious, was it not?
Well, I think it looks like we kind of stepped off the mound, to use a baseball analogy here, Jack, to maybe slow down the rhythm of the defense.
1st and 10 for the Panthers after they had 1st and 15 a minute ago. Fullback gets it in Griffin. He's fighting for yardage. He'll be stacked up by a good defensive play by the Hornets. He will get the ball out for 2 yards on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Panthers with the ball just at the 40-yard line of Camp Point Central.
Good pressure by the Hornets. Tice Fullerton, the first one through the linebacker core for that stop. They guessed right on the fullback there, and they had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
But he gained a little yardage after that. Moore, the quarterback, double setbacks in the backfield. They'll give it to one of the 2 setbacks. Running the ball across the middle, carrying it for a first down. Is that Riley?
Ross Riley for the Panthers came in, and he's close to the first down marker.
Yeah, he's got it, I do believe.
Greg says first down. We'll
down,
give him 10.
Down to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers, and they are piling up those first downs on the night. 3 minutes left, third quarter. Panthers lead at 24-0 on the Truck scoreboard. We're trying to get some other updates for you.
Paul, just short of midfield, the Panthers are still in their territory.
Calhoun leads 7-6 at halftime over Greenfield Northwestern. How about that? 2:45 in the quarter. Calhoun making some noise down in Greenfield.
Well, we know they've got a kicker, Jack, so that must have been the difference.
Nice.
Ross Riley here.
Ross Riley gets the ball into Brown County territory to 47, giving 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 yards to go.
Tice Fullerton in for the tackle for the Hornets. He's piling up the tackles, Jack. I'm not keeping those stats, but he has a lot, and Colby Ward has a lot. They are manning the Hornet defense.
Truck scoreboard, Quincy up 7-0 into the first quarter over Moline, and then Havana trails Richfield 28-12 at halftime. Truck scoreboard there. Now they're shooting linebackers. Moore's got the ball on the left-hand side, read something, and gets knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at the 2:02 mark. Moore saw the blitz on the play and kept it himself instead of giving it to the fullback. Good decision that time. Is there a flag on the play? They're talking to a captain.
I think he's just talking to the Hornet defense about how they're trying to jump the line of scrimmage. They are really being aggressive, and that time, I don't know if Nick, that was the design or move, but they moved it back.
Yeah, he gains a couple. 3rd down, 4 yards, call it 5 yards to go. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, clock stop after the out of bounds. Double wing formation again. Kennenbacher gets the ball left side, turns the corner, got the first down and more. Still on his feet, 1 man to beat, and he's going to try to go to the other side, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Isaac Kennenbacher takes the ball from the 45-yard run at the 151 mark, takes the score to 30-0 Panthers. Kennenbacher adds 45. He's got to be getting close to 100 on the day. Wow, what a run by Kennenbacher. Changes field. The good blocking on the left-hand side, but then Kennenbacher does it himself and outruns 3 defensive men to take the ball to the southwest corner of the end zone. And Isaac Kennenbacher, if he's not All-State, folks, I haven't seen one. He's a good one. Stay tuned here. We'll take a break here after the play after. Power right wing side now. They'll start a man in motion. They'll give the ball on the left-hand side to Riley. Riley fighting in, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field, 32-0. Panthers with the lead. We're going to take the break and hear from our good buddy State Farm agent Rod Prentice. More comes your way after these.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
We are back to live action as they had a penalty illegal shift against the Panthers. Don't put those points up just yet. Riley's play will be thwarted that time. 1:51 left. Thank you to Rod Prentice for giving us that penalty timeout. Panthers will try it again, this time from 8 yards out. Moore back to pass across the middle. Got a man open down there. Good defensive play by Brown County. We'll tell you who when we come back in a minute. But timeout on the field. Panthers lead at 30-0. More comes your way after these.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Panthers score 10 plays, 82 yards. Takes about 6.5 minutes again. And with 1:51 left in the third quarter, the two-point conversion was no good. Panthers lead at 30-0 with 1:51 left in the third.
Jack, you had the right guess on Isaac. I have him for 9 carries and 112 yards.
Wow. Impressive night for Ginenbacher. Kickoff goes across the middle. Beheimer hands the ball off. Still on his feet is the man that got the ball. That's Fullerton. Got a man to beat. Knocked down on a hard hit inside the 50-yard line. Brown County's going to have good field position as Fullerton carries the ball all the way down to the 46-yard line to the Panthers. And Brown County's going to have a 1st and 10 in Panther territory with 1:42 left. You better not let down because they're going to set the ball at the 50 now. How come it looked like he was at the 46 and then they brought her back, Bob? I don't understand.
Well, I think he was tipped out of bounds by the Panther defender there at the 50, but he still had a little momentum for another 4.
Central up 30-0 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 40-0 West Central at halftime over Pleasant Hill.
Second time we've been right at the red, white, and blue line, Jack.
Duarte, the quarterback, man in motion. Give the ball to the first man through, fullback Wart. Wart's going to carry the ball down to the 46, give him 4 on the play. Second down, 6 yards to go.
Layden Volk actually, Jack, on the carry.
Volk.
Volk for his carry.
Calhoun leads Greenfield 7-6 at halftime in that contest. 28-20 or 12 Rushville over Havana at halftime in the Trucks scoreboard. Trying to get a score on the Pittsfield game. Porta trails Plains 28-6 at halftime. Sacred Heart Griffin 27-14 in the third quarter against Jacksonville. Trying to get some things to update here. See what we can do. Here comes Brown County. Second down and 6. Man in motion. They'll give the ball to first man through. He's going to be stacked up on a short gain. And that's Volk again, is it? Nope. Yeah, Layden Volk again. Gets the ball down to the 44. Give him 2 on the play. It'll bring up a third down and about 3, they say.
Owen Roth and Elijah Ginenbacher, Panther tacklers that time.
Pretty impressive play by them tonight. 12-7 New Berlin over Pittsfield at halftime. Auburn leads Athens 14-7. 9 minutes left third quarter. That'd be an upset. All on the Trucks scoreboard. Looking for other scores for you. 12 seconds left third quarter. 30-0 Panthers. Man in motion. They give the ball to fullback across the middle. He carries everybody down to the 40. Penalty comes in late. We'll keep it right here with 5.9 seconds left.
There's a third carry in a row for Layden Volk.
Either a hold or a face mask. Let's see what we got. Who was in on the tackle for the Panthers that time? Host of people. They talk across the middle. Freddie Steinway, lots of information there for the referee. They point with the ball sitting on the 40-yard line. They're going to come over. Holding. Oh, no, face mask. Personal foul face mask. That's 15 yards. That'll take the ball all the way down to the 25. 1st and 10 Brown County with 5.9 seconds left in the quarter. Big penalty there. Biggest on the Panthers of the night. And that will mean they'll have it at the 25, 1st and 10 with 5.9 seconds left in the quarter, trailing 30-0.
The other thing that's happening, Jack, is the Hornets are moving the ball with Beheimer and Ward on the sideline getting a break to get ready for the fourth quarter, but they're still moving the ball.
Softball action tomorrow morning at 11. Football action 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Route and Minden, all on Central Illinois Sports. That's the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters, Panthers lead at 30-0. Brown County knocking on the door. Fourth quarter play-by-play comes your way after these.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at deerwestergrain.com. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Fourth quarter action starts with Brown County with a 1st and 10 from the 25 of the Panthers. 12 minutes left in regulation. Panthers lead at 30-0 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Stay tuned for the Alina Community Hospital postgame show. Bob Ray and I will wrap it up. Mason Ingalls on the camera tonight. Here comes Brown County. Duarte with Volk behind him. Little different backs in there right now. Duarte will give the ball on the outside. Man trying to turn the corner. That man carrying it with the number 25 is Landon Volk. And Volk's going to get the ball inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. He'll gain 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for Brown County. At the 23-yard line of the Panthers, Brown County knocking on the door here trying to get their first score. Panthers have given up 8 points on the season. They'd like to pitch the shutout. Brown County wants to score here. Different backs is causing it right now. How about that? 11:20 left in the ball game. Man in motion. They give the ball to fullback. That's Volk. And that's Layden Volk. And Volk's going to get some yardage here, maybe a yard or 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 yards to go.
Cole Proct and Niekamp, the 2 linemen, and they're going to be assisted. Let's give credit to the 3rd lineman, 72, Robert Gooding. Another 2-yard gain for the fullback.
Ball on the 21-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and about, I have 6. They say 8 on the board, but I think it's closer to 6, is it not? Yeah, there we go. 10:45 left in regulation. 30-0 Panthers on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Duarte, give the ball to Ward again. He's going to be.
Ball loose.
Oh, ball's loose on the ground. It looks like the Panthers may have come up with it. Let's see. Volk got hit as he got the ball, and the Panthers have it. Fumble on the play. Panthers will shut down Brown County again on the fumble. Comes at the 10:26 mark of the 4th quarter of play. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line after the fumble. 2nd fumble of the ball game. And Camp Point Central has the ball with a 30-0 lead.
Cole Proct, the defensive lineman, comes up with the recovery. I don't know if he knocked it loose, but he was there to grab it.
He hit Volk as he got the ball, and he just kind of wrapped him up like Remy used to, you know. Remember big old Remy? He'd just kind of hover you, and that's what Proct can do also. Proth, right?
Cole Proct.
Proct.
1st and 10 Panthers. Where are we at, Jack? 23?
20. I had it at the 22. That's where they have it on the board, so that's what we'll go with.
Very good.
10:26 left in the contest. Panthers 1st and 10. Moore the quarterback in a double wing. They start paving out on motion. Give the ball to the fullback across the middle. He drives across the middle. Lineman knocked down, but a big gain on the play as the linemen were leading the way. And that fullback that time.
30. We have a whole new backfield in for the Panthers, Jack. That's number 30.
Connor
Bush in. Drew Pabins in the backfield. Gavin Blewett has taken the snaps.
Give him 6 on the play. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Blewett the quarterback. And different backs in the backfield. Blewett doesn't really change a whole lot as he's a very, very talented quarterback, Bob.
We have Jack Thompson here on the near side for the wing for the Panthers. Blewett taking the snap from Owen Roth. First man through. There's Bush again to the 33.
Gets it out to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. He'll have another 1st down for the Panthers with 9:36 left in regulation. And that means we are continuing down the field with another set of first downs, and they've had a ton of them tonight, Bob.
They have. We have, I think, for both squads, almost exclusively second-tier players coming in here, the second depth chart. I know a couple of our linemen are still the starters out here, but otherwise nearly the second rang of our depth chart.
Wide out on the left-hand side, man in motion. Fullback gets the ball again. Is that still Bush?
Connor Bush to the 36-yard line, I think, Jack. 73 on the tackle for the Hornets, Ethan Zimmerman.
Gain of 3 on the play, second down, 7 yards to go, 8:50 and counting left in this contest. Trying to get you some updated scores as we go to Central Illinois Sports on Twitter. Pretzels lead the Sockies 18-7, 7:25 left third quarter. Sockies with their work cut out for them to get that first win of the season.
I'm surprised Kathy didn't bring your pretzel salad for home.
No, got that Nucci's apple blue salad. I love it. They're going to give the ball to fullback again. He's going to be stopped this time after very little gain on the play. Ball goes out to about the 39-yard line, so he'll gain 2 on the play and bring up a 3rd and 5. For the Panthers with 8:15, we'll be under 8 minutes before this ball's hiked again.
I've not been watching the play clock, but I'm pretty sure Gavin Blewett has detailed instructions to wait for this at least under 15, maybe under 8 before the snap.
No real changes in scores. You can pick those up on KHQA tonight or Muddy River Sports. Gavin Blewett will wait for the play clock. Under center now, starts a man in motion, gives it to that second man on the right-hand side. Still on his feet. Big gain that time.
Nate Peters, 27 for the Panthers.
Into Brown County territory. He will get the ball all the way out to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 on the play and another first down for the Panthers with 7:45 left. Panthers have run a few misdirection plays, and they've had it their way tonight. And they have looked very talented here against a very good 3-0 Brown County team. Brown County in action again next week, and we'll try to tell you who those are against. Who does Brown County play next week? Beardstown. Okay, that'll be a tough one. Panthers have route, fullback, Bush stacked up short of the 45, 46-yard line, gain of 2, second down, 8 yards to go. Takes care of the football, and we'll be down below 7 minutes as we go into that play. Hope you'll join us tomorrow morning for softball action on Central Illinois Sports. Then we will also have football action tomorrow night. Minden Unity hosting Route. We're looking forward to that one. Chance to see Route before we see them next week at 1 o'clock on Saturday at the old McMurray Field as they host this Camp Point Central squad.
Jack, so far the Panthers have 8 ball carries with at least 10 yards in the game tonight.
They do that weekly, it seems. Whistle on the play before the play happens, and we've got a violation on the sidelines. Referee says illegal motion possibly, or offside. Offside against Central. Don't see offsides on the offense very often, but we will this time. Put the ball back in Panther territory at the 47-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 13 with 6:41 left.
It's their 5th penalty, Jack, for 35 yards, plus the 2 kicks that went out of bounds.
That pizza I fed them on Tuesday night must have really paid off. You know what? They like that Gianni's Pizza. I like Gianni's Pizza, too. You could stop by there after the game if you're not going to Jersey's or the bowling alley at the Bowlers Universe. Here come the Panthers again with that second-string offense. Fullback gets the ball, right side. No. That's Pabin, I do believe. Pabin with a big carry on the play. Another one on that one for Pabin. Inside the 40 of Brown County, down to the 37-yard line.
Jack, let's give that carry to number 12.
Oh, my mistake.
Number 12 for the Panthers, I see coming back.
Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson on the carry. Sorry, Drew Pabin, trying to help you out on that one. Jack Thompson with a big carry, gets it down to the 47. He gets 3 plus 13, give him 16 and a first down for the Panthers with 5:50 left.
24 first downs for Central on my chart, Jack, and I'm sure it's not right, but it's close.
We'll wrap it up on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show and name our Edward Jones player of the game. Fullback carrying the ball, still on his feet on the outside, down to the 25-yard line.
Connor Bush on that carry, Jack, tackled by the Hornets 57. Tanner sits.
Another first down, 12 yards on the carry for Bush. He's racking them up here in the late quarters. They'll play JV action on Monday night over at Camp Point Central, I would think, at 6 o'clock.
Bush has 6 carries here in this drive for 30 yards, Jack.
We will also have the Pretzels at Central, or at Pittsfield on Monday night at 6 o'clock.
That gives the combined fullback, the trio of fullbacks, up to 119 yards rushing, Jack.
Sacred Heart Griffin 48-14 late in the third quarter over Jacksonville. Man in motion again. Fullback with the ball across the middle. Rambles across the middle. Inside the 20 down to the 17. Give him 8 on the play. Second down, 2 yards to go. 5 minutes left and counting. West Central leads 46-0 late in the third quarter of their game against Pleasant Hill Western. We'll be down at the 4:30 mark with the play clock down with 15 seconds left. Milking the clock are the Panthers up 30-0 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. You listen to it on Central Illinois Sports. Bob Ray, Jack Hull bringing the action with Mason Ingold on the camera, doing a fantastic job again. Panthers with a double wing again. Fullback gets the ball, whistle before it's hiked, and it'll go against the Panthers, I do believe.
They were bringing a lot of fresh legs to the field, and part of that challenge is not everybody knows what's going on at the same time, so everybody got up to a little quick of a jump that time. Give the Panthers another 5-yard penalty, gives them 40 yards in offensive penalties for the night.
22-yard line, second down, 7 yards to go. Clock stops. It'll start again when they set the ball. 4:20 and action's going. Play clock goes back to 25, so they'll be below 4 minutes left with the Panthers leading 30-0 here with a good crowd around this stadium tonight. A lot of Camp Point Central fans on the other side, a lot of Brown County fans. Beardstown and Brown County do battle next week. You can hear it on BC Hornet Sports. Fullback gets the ball. No, second man through with a big run heading towards the end zone. Tripped up there.
Wyatt Skimmerhorn for the Panthers, Jack, to the 1 or 2 yard line.
Skimmerhorn gets it, and now a man down for Brown County. Just a cramp on the play. Central player helps him up. Good sportsmanship that time by Cole Proct as he helps a Brown County player and Ethan Zimmerman. Love to see that. Hope they kneel for a prayer after the game. They're going to put the ball down on the 2-yard line, give him 20 yards and a first and goal for the Panthers. 3:56 left.
Fun to see Wyatt skirt the edge and turn the corner. He's got a lot of God-given speed that's fun to watch, Jack.
He likes to dance it, does he not? Panthers reloading for next season again. Brown County with that junior on the quarterback. And, of course, Fullerton just a sophomore. First and goal from the 2. Panthers lead it 30-0. Looking to shut out another team, 3 out of 4, only 8 points on the season. People will take notice of the defense on that, and Coach Dixon, the defensive coach, likes that. Casey Ray's offense comes out here with Blewett, the quarterback. Got a man on the right side early, so let's move it back 5 again. We'll go to the 7-yard line. And with 3:24 left, Panthers do not mind. I don't know that they're really that concerned about getting into the end zone. Of course, you always think you want to get into the end zone, but the only thing left is the final score in this one to determine. No update from the Pittsfield game. You can see it on Central Illinois Sports.
Jack, I noticed we have Ross Riley on the field, but he's not in his traditional fullback spot. They've got him playing at a tight end and sometimes at the receiver spot.
He doesn't
look
mind.
for Ross.
He wants some playing time, right? First and goal from the 7. 3 minutes left in the contest, 30-0. Camp Point Central with the lead on the Truck scoreboard. Man in motion, fullback's got it across the middle. Still on his feet, driven back past the 5. He'll get it down around the 5. It'll bring up a second and goal from around the 5. Bush with the run again, I do believe.
Connor Bush on that carry, Jack. He's running behind some good linemen.
You see the Niekamp boy, the freshman in there. Tell you what, the fullbacks tonight have been keys to this game, along with Nick Moore and the receptions of Genenbacher.
All 3 fullbacks have over 40 yards rushing, Jack, and total of 30 carries.
Stay tuned for the Edward Jones, Derek Harris players of the game. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, 285-4404 will help you with your next loan. Now they're going to kneel the ball in the 7-yard line and run the clock down a little bit farther. Panthers will not try to score it here. Be a 3rd down and goal from the 5. And, you know, good sportsmanship both sides. There's no purpose in that final 6 points there. They'll kneel again, and Brown County will get the ball back.
Well, they've had the other player performers in here for most of the 4th quarter, so they've had plenty of action, plenty of chances to move the ball and execute, and now under a minute and a half about just taking the victory kneel here with Gavin Blewett under center with 6 seconds on the play clock. He takes one more kneel. That'll take us to 4th down for the Panthers.
4th down, and they'll say 7 yards to go with 1:25 left. Saw a team last night take a knee on 1st and 10. They forgot the other team had 3 timeouts left in a contested 14-12 ball game, so they ended up having to punt. You got to know, you got to have that card in your pocket if you're the coach, don't you, Bob?
Well, they probably do, but I think here it's more about let's just run out this play clock. We're going to give it back to the Hornets, but the ball will be at the 7. And the Hornets will probably take a snap and conclude the game, but that'll be under a minute. We'll be under 40 seconds by the time the Hornets get the ball back.
Brown County will regroup, play Beardstown next week. The Panthers may be taking on another undefeated team en route at 1 o'clock next week. We'll find out about that tomorrow. And 47 seconds left. It's going to be Brown County football, 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Panthers got to be pleased about the play of their kids tonight. Lyman looked good. I saw Coach Monroe getting their attention in practice Tuesday night, telling them, why do you do it so well in practice? Do it well in the game. And tonight, I think he's going to come away and be pleased with their performance.
We moved up to 10 backs now, Jack, with 10 yards or more in the contest for the Panthers. Many of those on the 2nd depth chart here in the 4th quarter. Hornets will have the ball. They have got it marked at the 8-yard line at the north end zone here. The clock's at 47 seconds on the change of possession. Panthers bring their white-shirted defense out. Connor Bush in the middle of the backfield and Nate Peters on this side for the linebacker. The Hornets also take a knee.
And both teams will shake hands at the end of this one, and our final score is going to be 30-0. Panthers with their 4th victory of the season. Brown County will drop to 3-1. And we have reached the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Illini Community Hospital has been serving their community since 1942 with excellent health care services, primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. We will take a break and wrap this one up, tell you about the scoring and more as we take a look at the final. The final in this one will be 30-0 in favor of the Panthers. And we have reached the postgame show, the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We're back with more after these.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Shelley Brennicky is a candidate for Pike County Clerk. Shelley is a lifelong resident of Pike County. A 1989 graduate of Pittsfield High School, Shelley earned her Bachelor's of Arts in English from Culver Stockton College and her Master's from Grand Canyon University. Her husband, Dan Brennicky, also a lifelong resident of Pike County, served as a Pike County Sheriff's Deputy for 17 years before being appointed as the current Pike County Jail Administrator. Together they raised their son, Dusty, who is now the bailiff of the Pike County Courthouse. Shelley has been a high school English teacher at Winchester High School since 1998. Stemming from farming folk, she understands hard work and perseverance. Shelley's desire to serve the community in the Pike County Clerk's position is fueled by her service-minded attitude, diligence, conscientiousness, and dedication. She believes Pike County deserves the best in their elected officials, and that best can only come from a servant heart. She would appreciate your vote on Election Day, November 8th. Follow her on Facebook at Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk. Paid for by Shelley Brennicky for Pike County Clerk.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Hi, I'm Gage Weir, and I'm running for Pike County Treasurer. Just like our Sockies and Wolves football under the Friday Night Lights, it's time to get our head in the game this November. As your treasurer, I will ensure to hit high marks of success, and I will not pass an opportunity to help keep Pike County affordable for all of us who call it home. As a lifelong resident of Pike County, I know the importance of dedicated and faithful elected officials who work tirelessly for Pike County. That is why we must break through the line of inefficiency and ensure transparency between government and the people it serves. Let's tackle Pike County's fiscal responsibility together. Don't fumble your vote. Vote Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer this upcoming November.
Paid for by Gage Weir for Pike County Treasurer.
Back to live action here. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show. And we tell you, final score in the ball game, 30-0. You've reached the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, and Bob's going to tell us how we got scoring in the second half of this contest. First, Bob Ray.
Good. Thank you, Jack. Been a pleasure being with you tonight, and Mason, appreciate your camera work. And the scoring for the Panthers, they had 16 at halftime, and in the third quarter, at the 7:24 mark, Isaac Ginnebacher, 25-yard run, and then Nick Moore to Carter Eiler, 2-point conversion for the pass play, moves the Panthers to 24 points. Also in the third quarter at the 1:51 mark, Isaac Ginnebacher, a 45-yard run. The conversion failed. That leaves the Panthers at 30 points on the contest. 4 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions for the Panthers. 1 on the pass play and 3 rushing scores. Connor Griffin and 2 by Isaac Ginnebacher. In fact, Isaac had their pass reception too, Jack, so we'll give Isaac 3 touchdowns on the night.
Before we go to stats, we're going to hear from some of our sponsors again. Final score in the ball game, 30-0. We'll also name our Edward Jones, Derek Harris players of the game, 30-0. With the win, Camp Point Central moves to 4-0, Brown County to 3-1. Brown County plays Beardstown next week. The Panthers play Route, who we will have tomorrow night against Minden at 6 o'clock. Softball at 11 o'clock, too. Stay tuned. More comes your way after these.
Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central Football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers! Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Panthers come away with a 30-0 win over Brown County, their third shutout of the season. Brown County drops to 3-1, 4-0 for the Panthers. Congratulations to both teams for meeting at the 50-yard line. I'll have some pictures of that on our Facebook page a little bit later, but very impressed with both these teams. Of course, we had the pre-games on the Central Illinois Sports Facebook page with Tom Little and Brad Dixon. Final score 30-0, and Bob Ray will tell us how we got there.
Well, let's go to the Brown County Hornets, who are our hosts tonight here in Mount Sterling. They finished tonight with 25 rushing carries for 81 yards. No passing yards for the Hornets, and leading for them, Colby Ward, 4 carries for 33. Remember that incredible block punt that he turned into a 29-yard gain. Tice Fullerton, 11 carries for 33. Cole Beheimer, I have 4 carries and right at 0 yards net, Jack. Some gains, some losses. Late in the fourth quarter, Layden Volk comes in with 4 carries and 12 yards, and Landon Volk, 1 carry for 3. For the Hornets, 81 yards rushing. Panther offensive stats for the night, they end up with 10 running backs with 10 yards or more in tonight's contest. Gavin Graves, 4 carries tonight. Isaac Ginnenbacher, 9 carries, 112 yards for the returning All-Stater of the Panthers. Nick Moore, quarterback, 3 carries for 32, 2 of those very critical first down gains early in the contest. Let's talk about the fullback core. Connor Griffin, 13 carries for 49. Ross Riley, 9 carries for 40. And in the fourth quarter, Connor Bush, 8 carries for 41. Wyatt Skimmerhorn, 24 yards on a carry. Drew Pabin, 14 yards on a carry. Nate Peters, 1 for 13. Jack Thompson, 1 for 16. As the second group of offensive backfield players were in to run down the clock in the fourth quarter. Nick Moore, 5 for 5, passing for 71 yards. Isaac caught 3 for 37. Carter, 1 for 3, and Drew, 1 for 31. Overall, Panther offense, 56 plays, 416 yards, Jack. Lots of time of possession for the Central offense tonight.
A very, very good football game. Nothing after one quarter. 11 minutes into the second quarter, we got our first score. Panthers were able to tax them on as Brown County's offense was thwarted by a very good defense tonight, but I was very impressed with Duarte doing a nice job in the backs. And that second group of backs for Brown County really showed they could do some things too. There are going to be a lot more backs running for this Brown County squad against Beardstown next week. Be sure and play that one. Steve, is that game at home or away next week? Away game at Beardstown next week on a Friday night. Hope you'll join them for that. Final score in the ball game, 30-0. It's time for us to name our Edward Jones, Derek Harris players of the game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Isaac Ginnebacher's got to be one of our players of the game, Bob, with the plays that he had, that straight arm. You got to give the offensive line a lot of credit to him. We'll name them next week again. But I also want to include Nick Moore, because Nick Moore makes this team go. He takes care of the football, gets it in the right place, and those two naked bootlegs really open things up. So that's going to be our players of the game. Your thoughts?
Good calls, I think, Jack. But, I think the offensive lineman, Cole Proctor, was back tonight for his first action of the season. He made his minutes count. Owen Roth and the two tight ends, Josh Alford and Carter Eiler, made things happen. And the trio of running backs who served the fullback spot, what I get for those, Jack, 13 and 9, 22, and 30 carries for over 130 yards out of that spot. A big team effort, but, Isaac Ginnebacher stuns with his performance. Nick Ginnebacher sues with his performance. Great calls on those two.
Pretty darn good football game from both folks. 30-0. Brown County gets the loss. Camp Point Central with the win. Panthers throw another shutout. For Bob Ray and Mason Ingalls doing a great job on the camera, I'm Jack Hull reminding you to hug your kids, tell them you love them, and let them know the Lord Jesus Christ wants to be their Savior, and He loves them even more than you and I can imagine. Hug your kids, folks. I'm serious about that. Final score from Brown County, 30-0.